What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along, the final day of the season. Arsenal against Everton, and of course it is Manchester City against West Ham as well. We need a miracle, people, today. This could actually be one of the greatest days in Arsenal's history, or it could just be Sunday. You know, it's as simple as that, people. I think we all know what we expect to happen, but stranger things have happened. All we can do is do our job and then hope something happens up in Manchester. Big up to everyone locked in. Want to say a big thank you to the whole community this season. Been a brilliant season for the channel, growing from strength to strength. Great numbers as always, dominating a lot of these Arsenal watch-alongs in terms of individual channels. So, yeah, man, I want to say a big thank you to everyone locked in. Subscribe if you haven't already, people. Hit the like button for the final time today, this season. We're doing an extended show today. I usually go live an hour before kickoff. Said I'd do an hour and a half today. These are not the confirmed lineups, by the way. These are the teams that played the last game. So I will edit them during the stream when the teams come out around 3 o'clock, people. Thank you to everyone who tuned in as well for the boxing last night. Great fight. First non-football watch-along that we've done on the channel. I am going to do some NBA during this playoffs. We will get there. And we'll do more boxing as well. That was a great fight last night, I have to admit. I thought Fury let himself down with his post-fight comments indicating that he felt, you know, Usyk got sympathy because his country was at war. I thought that was a very classless thing from him to do. But it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. It was good vibes. And, you know, we'll build from there. We'll do some more boxing watch-alongs as well. So, yeah, people, we've got a lot to talk about today. There's a lot going on. I see tickets going for £700 today, which is madness. People are willing to pay big money just in case it happens. You know, we don't really expect to happen, but we're living in hope with this, and people are willing to pay big money just in case the miracle happens, the absolute miracle that, let's be real, we're all hoping for that miracle today. Lee said, I believe that we will win the league this season or next season. However, we will win 2-1 today. Rory Sang said, today is big for our club. Mangi said, if we win the title, it is history in the making. Cap said, great watch along last night. Big up, bro. Thermal said, no miracle today. And, have you heard about the West Ham play? Well, let's talk about that, actually. Let's talk about that. There's a rumour online. I'm not sure how true this is. It's not coming from any direct sources. A guy called Sam C. He's a reporter. It said he works for the United Stand, and that's football. It's got about 100,000 followers. Said, potentially good news for City early on. West Ham have a bug going around the camp that is leading to a few late checks ahead of this game. Now, I would like to think that he's trolling and he's trying to get some clout online. But if that is true, it's outrageous. If it's true, it's outrageous. Manchester City stay in a Manchester hotel the night before the game and they get a sickness bug. But, you know, I don't believe it's true. I've seen some other reports online saying that, no, it's made up. There's no information to suggest that this is true. But there is a report going around saying that there is. But I don't think anyone has confirmed it. So I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. There's also a report going around that Jared Bowen is not in the squad. Again, hasn't been confirmed. This report here says Jared Bowen has travelled to Manchester with the West Ham squad, but doesn't seem to be included in today's matchday squad. Again, it's not a certified report, so I don't want people to think this is. We'll find out in 19 minutes when the team comes out. But if I start seeing, you know, sickness issues and things like that, then we know that something's gone wrong. I tell you something, if Jared Bowen is not playing, we're in serious trouble. We need Jared Bowen, we need Mikel Antonio, we need Paqueta, we need Ward-Prowse, we need Kudus, we need all of those guys on the pitch. B. Smith said, thank you, Big C, for the constant commitment, for lifting me up when I was low. Big up to the community. Big up yourself, bro. Really appreciate your support. Aloisi said, Drake lost his bet. Today, Drake's bet is on Man City to win. Drake put $500,000 on... He put $500,000 on Tyson Fury and he lost. So hopefully, if he has bet on Man City, same again. The curse of Drake. Big up Jerome Pierre. Hope you're well, bro. Thank you for the super chat. He said, good morning, Big C, Cruz, and the community. Let's go 3-point collecting, trophy lifting, armpit showing today. Thanks for doing what you do. I enjoyed every minute. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you for your support as always. We need more than a miracle. Well, we'll have to see. BBL Drizzy, the Drake curse lives on. Yeah, exactly. As I said, I will adjust the lineups when the lineups are announced. I've just literally listed the lineups of the last game for both teams. So whether they will pick the same team or not, I'm not sure. Just looking at the Arsenal game today, people. We do have a tricky game today. I know on paper a lot of us will look at this and say, Everton, relegation battle, we'll roll them over. You know, we've got a fantastic record in the last game of the season. Majority of the time, we're no pressure FC. We're not playing for anything, which is why we tend to win quite easily. However, they are the third best team in the Premier League in the last 5 games. They are joint third with Chelsea. Man City and Arsenal, 5 wins out of 5 each team. Chelsea and Everton have won 4 of their last 5 with 1 draw. So Everton have hit a little bit of a hot streak over the last month. Sean Dyche masterclass. And, you know, this won't necessarily be as easy as it looks on paper, you know. Calvert-Lewin's back. Decore's powerful. It could be a tricky game. Dyche will come. They will sit on the edge of the penalty area and they'll try and hit us on the break and they'll put crosses in for Calvert-Lewin. It will not be easy. It really won't. Are you going to do the Euros? I will do some of the Euros and... Why's my mind gone blank? Copa America. We will do the Copa America as well. So, yeah. Listen, basically to finish off May... We're looking at the FA Cup, the Champions League finals. We'll do those. Maybe the Europa League, I'm not sure. We'll do that. Transfer videos will start. We'll do obviously some roundups of the season. Going into June, we'll be doing the Euros. We'll do some NBA playoffs. And we'll do the Copa America. That'll be June and July. Once we get into July, it will be pre-season. I'll be going on the tour. And then, you know, we'll be heading into the season again. And then we got the Olympics as well. And obviously, I'll be doing a lot of content around transfers. This is a massive summer for Arsenal when it comes to signing new players, man. No matter what happens today, this football club has to spend a lot of money this summer. A lot of money. Don't forget, Cedric Suarez and Mohamed El Neni will be leaving the club after today. They will both be released from their contract. El Neni is the longest serving member of the current Arsenal squad. Unbelievable that guy's been at the football club for so long, considering, okay, yeah, good servant to the football club, but not good enough. If we're being honest, he's done very well to be at this football club for so long, you know, without being disrespectful. And obviously Cedric, who I met in the petrol station, he's on his way as well. He's being linked with a move to Fenerbahce and Besiktas. El Neni, as of yet, we don't know where he's going to go. I think they'll make a big fuss over them today. Let's throw a parade for Cedric and El Neni finally leaving. Listen, no disrespect. I'm here to be ruthless. And these are kind of guys that have got to leave the football club. I need to see Nketiahs and people like that following them out of the door as well. So, yeah, we'll see with that. Sam Seafoot works for United. Listen, there are a lot of people online saying that article about West Ham having a sickness bug was not true. Jay Muller said, booking a flight for tomorrow if we win. Community has to travel if we win the title today, people. Parade tomorrow and so on and so forth. Right. Speaking of freshening things up, today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. If you want to spice up your dinners in the kitchen, you're eating the same 7 or 8 meals every week, you're getting bored of that spaghetti bolognese, that burger, that chicken and rice, this is the place to go. Click the link in the description below, people. Use the code Curtis and you will get 60% off your first order with 20% off your next orders after that. And you will get free desserts for life, people. Not so good maybe with the summer coming up, but yeah, they taste great anyway. I'm just going to show you a few of the meals here. So this is the barbecued burger with paprika fries. I'm not going to call myself a Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver in the kitchen. So you get full instructions, full ingredients, everything there. Very simple and easy to do. Box delivered to your door. Quick delivery. Yesterday, I had the 21-day aged rump steak and pesto sauce. Absolutely easy. Instructions, very simple to follow. Like I said, the QR code is in the, where are we going? There, top corner. Click the QR code. If not, click the link in the description below. 60% off your first order, 20% off your next orders after that, and free desserts for life, people. Well worth it. Brilliant food. And get yourself involved, people. And it's proper. I'm not going to lie. It's proper. I've been using it myself. I got another delivery coming tomorrow. And yeah, we might have to do a cook-along, you know. Chef Shaw, people, I'm telling you. Chef Shaw. I'll order some waffles for Arteta. Syrup and waffles, people. They do have over 2,500 different meals as well. So you can't go wrong. You're not going to be eating the same lasagna and the same, food every week. Plenty of food. Shout out to HelloFresh. Click the link in the description. Get ordering 60% off. Try it. See if it works for you. If not, do what you need to do, people. Big up to HelloFresh supporting the channel. Right. Steve Stringer, thank you for the super chat. He said, thanks for the bro along, C. Last few seasons, grab yourself a beer and hope it's to celebrate. Big up, man. Listen. I've always said, one thing I always say and reiterate, I don't expect everybody in the comments to agree with everything I see, right? I want this to be an open channel where we can have debate, disagreements, as long as it's respectful. That's what the channel's about. It's about being in the front room with your mates, watching football, having an argument, and that's where football, I think, online football debate has got lost amongst Twitter and things like that. Growing up with your friends, when there were 7, 8 of you in a room and 2 of them support United, 2 support Liverpool, 2 support Arsenal, whatever, you would all argue. You'd all have a different sense of opinion. But when someone had a different opinion, you didn't go mad at them and start swearing at them. You just went, I don't agree with you. Online, they have meltdowns. Oh my God, how come you don't think the same as me? But that's what we want with this channel, and listen, I appreciate everyone's support. The numbers we get are unbelievable. We're out doing channels way bigger that have been around for a lot longer. So big up to everyone for your great support. Next season, we're going to lift it up a level, going to upgrade, some of the graphics on the channel. Going to continue doing some short content when it comes to transfers. Follow me on TikTok for the reaction videos. NBA playoffs, watch-alongs coming up. We're going to do the Euros. We're going to try and get the merch sorted over the summer as well. So we'll get the mugs out. We'll get the T-shirts, all of that. We'll sort it all out. Listen, today could be epic. We need a miracle to happen. There's no doubt about that. But it could be epic. Josh Kroenke has been talking. He's finally opened his mouth and said what he feels about the season. What an ad, says DJ. I thought that was quite good. That was freestyled, by the way. Top of the head, no lyrics. No pre-written, just straight bars, freestyling. Josh Kroenke has spoken. What's Josh saying? Let's see what he had to say. These are his quotes. Josh Kroenke said, "While we are undoubtedly proud of the progress we have made, I want to be clear that no one at the club will stand still. However things finish today, we're all working behind the scenes to move us forward, always forward again. There is so much that we want to achieve, both at home and in Europe, and we are focused on writing some exciting new stories, chapters that build on the history of Arsenal Football Club. We know the team will give it their all today, and we will be proud of the season we've lived together. But whatever happens, there are exciting things ahead for us all." Hey guys, be excited. Go Arsenal. Right, I'm just off to the playoffs to watch Denver Nuggets win the championship. Yeah, Josh, let's be real. It sounds great. And I respect it. It sounds great. Be excited, guys. We'll get there. You know, it sounds beautiful. And listen, let me say one thing. I do think Arsenal have improved since Josh Kroenke has been at the forefront of the football club. I do. I don't want to sit here and say everything these guys do is shocking. And no, we're in a good state as a football club at the moment. Our best players are tied down to long contracts. We've got money. We're in the Champions League. We're challenging. It's kind of, you know, it's moving in the right direction, but we're not where we need to be. He said all the right things there. Cool. Actions speak louder than words, Josh. That's all I can say. Actions speak louder than words. Go and get us that gunman striker in the summer. Go and get us that centre midfielder that builds a long-term partnership with Declan Rice. Go and get us everything that we require this summer to go and win the Premier League. Whether it's next season, whether we win the Champions League, whatever. It all needs to be in action, people. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, it's great. You're saying all the right things. You have backed Arteta, to be fair. But I need to see you push on again because I'm seeing your other franchises win major trophies. You've won the Super Bowl. You've won the NBA championships. You've won the Stanley Cup. Where is that Premier League? Where is that Champions League? So that's what I want to see. A lot of people saying online that Saka is on the bench. Yeah, a few trustworthy Twitter accounts are saying Bukayo Saka will be on the bench for today's game. That is very interesting. What is the reasoning behind that? We've got 7 minutes until the teams are officially announced, so let's see what happens with that. But reports coming out online that Bukayo will be on the bench. I don't understand why that would be the case. Maybe he's got a knock in training. We always say if Saka can walk, Saka will play. Who would play on the right wing? I'm not so sure. I'm not sure this is the game to be playing Reece Nelson. I'm really not sure about that. So, did I put the goal graphic up? My apologies. Hatsport said, bless Curtis, last day of the season. Big up the community. 23-24. Cold streams all season. Big up, bro. Listen, it's been a great season for the channel. We've won a lot of games. We had a fantastic tour in the summer. Champions League, we're back. We just got to take that final step, and that is to get over the finish line. We have to figure out how to do that this summer. Yeah, the teams will be out officially in 5 minutes, but I'm just checking online. There are rumours that Timber may be on the bench, which would be fantastic. Hasn't been announced yet. Timber on the bench. Wow. Yeah, hasn't been announced, but big account saying Timber will be on the bench today, which is incredible. Saka on the bench, Timber on the bench. Finally, he's back. Could have been unbelievable if he'd been on the bench all season. Well, not on the bench, actually, in the team. But, yeah, teams will be out in 5 minutes, so we will announce that. Maybe Jesus on the right. Yeah, you could be right. Trossard, Jesus. Do you throw Martinelli out there? I'm not sure. Philip said, where's the winning squad? NBA Finals and Super Bowl. Exactly. ESR, bro. Who's that? Mish said ESR or Jesus right wing. Who's ESR? Is that Eric Smith Wright or someone? I don't know who that is. I don't remember this guy. Is it? When's the last time he played for Arsenal? Are you fit, bruv? Will I be asking that question on tour for a third year in a row? I'm not so sure. I got to be honest. MP said, see, we want to see your son in his last statement. He's out at the moment, so I can't get him to tell us. He might be back before the end of the game. He did say we'll win today, though. He did say we'll win. He wasn't confident of West Ham doing anything, but you never know. Kuna Carla said Martinelli confirmed start. So I wonder will they throw Martinelli on the right and then play Trossard on the left? How are they going to work it? I would like to see Martinelli play, to be honest. I'm not being funny. They got Seamus Coleman at right back. He's 85 years of age, like, surely. Come on. MP said, remember Josh was backing Arteta when the fan base wanted Arteta out, 100%. He's stuck by him. Fair play to him, but we need to see the rewards at the end of it. Dennis, shout out the entire C unit. Thanks a heap, Curtis, for a great year. Who run it? They know, but they're acting like they don't know, bro. Come on, let them know. Speak on it. The numbers speak for themselves, people. We're mashing work in these watch-alongs, and that's down to you guys turning up, supporting, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of that good stuff. So big up your damn selves. HR said Twitter post said some West Ham players have a stomach bug. Apparently it was it's made up by a Man United fan with a pretty big following, and obviously other accounts have ran with it. So, but there are all rumours Jared Bowen is not in the squad, and that would be a massive blow to West Ham and to Arsenal. Let's be real. Nimbo said, big up C Unit, I'm back after Villa broke my heart. Villa? You've taken a break, right? Listen, Heung-min Son the other day, that was pretty damning as well. That was such a big moment, man. Imagine if it was in our control. Stevie said, every time you slander a rival fullback, our winger gets strung up. But you're right. Coleman will look like Cafu today. Now I've just said he's 85 years of age. You know it. You just know it, don't you? Teams will be out in 3 minutes. I'm very keen to see the lineups. Interesting thing is Arsenal apparently not allowed to wear the new kit today. If you are able to win the Premier League title on the final day of the season, the Premier League do not allow you to play in your new season's kit. They see it as, you've got to win the league in the kit that you've played in all season. So Manchester City have a new kit out, they can't use it, and Arsenal have a new kit out, and apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently they're not allowed to use it today. So they will be playing in the kit from last season, obviously with the gold. And apparently a lot of the Invincibles will be here today inside the stadium, which is always interesting. Thierry and those guys hopefully will be there. And how crazy is this, people, that the parade was being practiced yesterday at the stadium. This was at the Emirates yesterday. Oh, I mean, pause that North London forever. But as you can see, Emirates Stadium, Premier League trophy, all lining up. Look, how are you going to stand? Or how are we going to do this? I mean, to go through all that, practicing how they're going to hand the trophy over to potentially not get the trophy, crazy. Apparently 40 medals and a replica Premier League title are inside the Emirates Stadium just in case the miracle does happen. That is mental, innit? That is absolutely... Imagine seeing them leave the ground with the title. I mean, you just don't want to see that, do you? You really don't want... I'd rather they just don't bring them in. Right, the teams are in, people. The teams are in. Is it true? I'm going to edit the sides. Yeah, Martinelli on the wing. Martinelli does start. Let's have a look. Is Saka on the bench? Saka is not in the 11. The reports were true. Saka is not in the 11. And in fact, people, Saka is not even on the bench. Saka doesn't even make the Arsenal bench. Let me adjust the lineup. So, Trossard, Martinelli and Havertz. It looks as if Martinelli is on the right. Saka does not make the Arsenal... Have I definitely seen that right? Yeah, Saka is not even on the bench today. And Jurrien Timber makes the Arsenal bench for the first time since doing his ACL earlier in the season. So, there you have it, people. No Saka. Unbelievable. I think that could be the first game he's missed in it this season without being in the squad at all. So let's edit that. Let's get Saka out. Martinelli comes in. Saka out. Martinelli's on the right, unless Trossard's on the right. And then the Arsenal bench. Who's not on the bench who I've written there? So it's Ramsdale, Timber, Zinchenko, Kivior, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Smith Rowe, Jesus, and Eddie Nketiah. No place on the bench for Reece Nelson, and no Cedric, and no Mohamed El Neni. A lot of people were saying he might put those guys on the bench as a bit of a farewell, but we don't have time for that, let's be honest. Right, so there's the Arsenal confirmed lineup and bench. I'm just waiting here to get the Everton side. Not that we're that bothered, but, we got to be respectful just in case... Just in case the win leads us to winning the title. Is their team the same? Pickford, Branthwaite, have they changed? Yeah, so their team is exactly the same. Is their bench any different? Warrington, Mackenzie. There's a guy called Hunt on the bench. Who is not on the bench? Gomez isn't on the bench. Let me change their bench. So their bench is Michael Keane, Virginia, Beto, Godfrey, Chermiti, is it? Krellin. They got young players on the bench today. They're short. Warrington, Hunt, and Dobin. There you go. Right. There's the confirmed teams and benchers. Wow, Saka. What is going on with Saka? Let me know in the comments. I haven't seen it. Saka is injured. What is the injury? I always said if Saka can walk, he would play. Clearly, he can't walk. Saka has missed out due to a slight muscle issue. That's it. Saka's out. Doesn't happen often, but it's happened today. Slight muscle issue will keep Saka out of today's game today. That's a shame because numbers-wise, he could have, got closer to that 20 goal mark. Let me just check this. I want to see what the issue is. Why do they just say a muscle issue, man? I want to know what it actually is. Right, there we go. Right, listed the team. Let's go. Let's get chatting, people. Let's get going. Saka's out, injured. Will Martinelli be on the right or Trossard? I'm trying to think, really, who would be more suited to actually playing on that side. I think... Oh, yeah, West Ham. What's the West Ham lineup? That's almost more important than our lineup. No Jared Bowen. Oh, they're playing free at the back. Jared Bowen's not even on the bench. No Jared Bowen. Stinker. Absolute stinker. They're playing a back five. I just don't know how that works. Paqueta left wing. Kudus right wing. Antonio up front. Souček and Ward-Prowse in the middle. Kufau and Emerson left and right wing back. They're three centre backs. Cresswell, Mavropanos, Zuma, Areola in goal. On the bench, nothing. Danny Ings. Oh, yeah, that's a stinky team. But the only good thing, no Kevin De Bruyne and no Ederson. Kevin De Bruyne and Ederson are out for Manchester City. What is Jared Bowen's injury, man? Kevin De Bruyne ruled out today with a foot injury. Ederson has a swollen eye socket. Fractured eye socket, sorry. What's the Man City team? Haaland. How crazy is that? It's listing De Bruyne in the team, but then it says he's out injured. Is De Bruyne playing? De Bruyne is playing. They listed him there as being injured, but he's in the team. I take it back. He is playing. Foden on the right, Doku on the left, Bernardo and De Bruyne behind Haaland, Rodri in midfield, Vardy, Akanji, Diaz, Walcott, Ortega's in goal. Yeah, I'm not overly... Yeah, De Bruyne is playing. Jared Bowen has tonsillitis. Brother, come on, man. 2 paracetamols and just deal with that, man. What happened to you? You don't need to talk. Just get the ball. Jared Bowen, man, that's a big miss. Kudus masterclass. Kudus masterclass. Rip Vardy all apart. The thing you've got here is Paqueta is being linked with a move to Manchester City this summer. He nearly signed last summer. They're going to come back for him this summer. If I'm Paqueta and I know Man City are trying to sign me, is Paqueta really going to go crazy and score the winning goal and then go and sign for them? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe he's got a bet on. He likes a bet as well. Stones, Ake, Kovacic, Grealish, Alvarez, Nunez, Carson, Bob and Lewis on the bench. Their bench is a joke. Their bench is a joke. John Stones starts for most teams in the league. Ake would start left back for most teams. Alvarez, the World Cup winning number 9. Grealish, 100 mil. Kovacic, Champions League winner. They got so much quality. You wait until next season when they spend big as well. Paqueta audition, that's a good point. That is a good point, you know. At the same time, a good performance might secure the move to Man City. We've still got 55 minutes till kickoff. We did start early today. Let's get the likes up high today, people. Let's get the likes up high. And don't forget, today's show is sponsored by HelloFresh. Click the... What am I doing here? Click the QR code, top corner, 60% off your first order, 20% off your next 2 orders. Use the code Curtis to get that discount. Alex said, big up C Unit and the community from Kentucky. Best channel on YouTube. Thanks for all the great content this year. Praying for a miracle today. Aren't we all, bro? Thank you for your support. HR, City and Arsenal games have completely eclipsed Klopp's farewell. We will talk about that briefly as well. It is a major talking point in the Premier League, that's for sure. Sam Bond, if we win the league, Curtis, what are we calling the show tomorrow? Let me tell you, if we win the league today, first of all, I'm going straight to the Emirates, right? And I'm celebrating all night. Then we could be streaming all through the night if we win the title. I could be live at 4 a.m. watching NBA. I'm convinced I will stream all night if we win the title when I get back. Then I'll be at the parade tomorrow. Then I'll do a party tomorrow on the stream. And I'll eat waffles, ASMR settings, people. And yeah, it would just be non-stop carnage for the next couple of days. I tell you that much. It would be ridiculous. I think I'd do a 12-hour stream. But let's see. Let's hope. MP not even on the bench, Saka. If we win the league, he won't be there. No, he's in the stadium. Apparently he's in the stadium. Somebody just said Saka is there. Guna Carlos, all it takes is Kudus and Paqueta masterclass. It's true, but how do you stop Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Haaland, Bernardo, Doku? That's the problem. Easier said than done, right? Big up LSU, he's gifted 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships. You know what? If we get the likes up, I'll gift out some memberships today. Make sure you're eligible. Make sure your settings are eligible so that you can get gifted memberships. Because I know a lot of people message and say, how do you get gifted membership? Why does this goal thing keep popping up? Relax, man. What happened to you? Yeah, make sure your settings are on so that you can be gifted some. Because I know a lot of you have said before, how do I get gifted? You have to go in your settings and make sure you're eligible. It goes off things like how much you comment and stuff like that as well. Alexander said, big up, Big C, thank you, and the best ever community for this season. Let's pray it can turn out to be one of the best ever. I don't even like to have the discussion, but we can't help but have the discussion. Like, just imagine if today somehow went well. Like, I don't know how, but just imagine if it did. Like, it would be unbelievable. And, you know, it is a long shot. We are hoping for a minor miracle. Let's be totally honest. We are hoping for a minor miracle. But as I said, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have definitely happened than this. You know, West Ham are not that bad. A lot of people asking in the chat, what game is the channel on? Arsenal is on TNT Sports. Dan Potts is currently on TNT Sports. Big up Potsy's talking to TNT. Rio Ferdinand, man like Dan. Good guy, Dan. Got a lot of time for Potsy. Knows what he's talking about. Rio Ferdinand interviewing Dan Potts outside the Emirates. With Keown as well. Is that Keown? That's Keown, right? In the sunglasses. Big up Potsy, man. Big up man like Potsy. Man City game will be on Sky Sports, so I will be doing a joint watch-along on both channels. HR, if West Ham win today, I will sing their Forever Blowing Bubbles the entire summer. Oh, no doubt about that. I'll watch Green Street tonight, people. Brian says, big up Curtis. Thank you for a great year. Let's keep our fingers crossed. 3-0 to the Gunners. Big up your damn self, bro. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm almost more intrigued to watch the Manchester City game than the Arsenal game. I can't lie. I'm tempted to have that on the big screen and have Arsenal on the small screen. Oz says, big up Curtis, thanking you for the information and entertainment you have provided the community this season. Undoubtedly the best streamer. Come on, you Gunners. Hey, appreciate the kind words from all of you, man. And big up everyone locked in because we're in subscriber only mode. So I know that all of you guys are subscribed to the channel. It means a lot. We want to continue to build the channel. I'll obviously be on the tour this summer, all being well. And yeah, I want to, take the channel to the next level this year. We got to hit that 100K and do all of that. David said, let's enjoy the day, whatever happens. Yeah, listen, we can't be dismissive of the progress. I'm disappointed. Not because the team are not good and not because I'm not proud of the direction that the football club is moving in. I'm disappointed that we are that good and haven't lifted a trophy. I think even if we'd won an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup in this season, obviously the FA Cup finals at the end of the season, but that would have maybe settled me a little bit. It's the fact we haven't won anything. We haven't touched a final. I just want to see this club now win silverware, but we do still have to enjoy the progression. And I want to see this football club demand trophies next season, go big in the window. As you said, anything can happen today. If they were, they're not playing a relegation threatened team. West Ham are not a bad football team. They beat Arsenal at the Emirates. We had 21 shots that day. West Ham didn't even play well and they beat us. It was a lucky victory in my opinion. So we're going to need the same sort of luck, hopefully. But listen, stranger things have happened. Paqueta, Kudus, Antonio. Antonio, Yardman settings, go and rough up Diaz, man. Just Vibe, says Keros. Ramesh said, big up Curtis right here with you on the way to 100k. Appreciate that, bro. Big up from Barbados. Julian Hines, hope you're well. Got a few friends in Bridgetown. Thermal said, I don't care about progress. We need to. I hear you, but without progress, you don't win at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here celebrating. Leahy said FA Cup or Carabao wouldn't do it. It's the Premier League or the Champions League. I get you on that, but at the same time, Leahy, we can't dismiss those trophies. I would say the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup doesn't fix what we need. It's like cutting yourself. FA Cup or the Carabao Cup is just the plaster to stop the bleed. The surgery is the Premier League or the Champions League. But ultimately, if you haven't won a title for 20 years and you haven't won a Champions League ever, you can't then just turn your nose up at FA Cups and Carabao Cups. Pep won the Carabao Cup 4 or 5 years in a row. If it's good enough for him, it's got to be good enough for us. And this club will learn how to win. Go to Wembley, 80,000, score a winning goal, have a big moment. You will all remember Aaron Ramsey scoring in the FA Cup final against Chelsea, or scoring the winner against Hull, or Aubameyang chipping the goalkeeper against Chelsea. Even though we don't look at the FA Cup as a major, major trophy, as a fan, you won't forget those days. You'll remember the feeling that you got from that. So I hear you. We want the big ones, but we've got to still continue to win trophies as well. 45 minutes until the game is underway. Few things to talk about. I want to concentrate on a few things that are happening today. And one major thing that the Premier League are obviously going to lose today. And listen, football rivalry is important. It's a huge part of football. There's no doubt about it. That's what makes football great, is the rivalry. Jurgen Klopp will leave the Premier League today. For me, in my opinion, I know people throw shade on him for one Premier League title. I think he's one of the best managers in Premier League history. I'm going to be honest. Where you would put him in that, ranking system, if you were going to do the top 5, top 10, whatever, that's a different discussion. I would still say your Peps, your Wengers, your Fergusons have maybe done more than him, of course. But, people talk about walking into a football club that isn't really moving in the right direction. I think what he's done there is incredible, and this guy has really gone toe-to-toe with Pep, with potential charges hanging over City, with nowhere near the same amount of money. You look at where he signed those players from. I know Van Dijk cost a lot of money, but Van Dijk came from Southampton. Robertson came from Hull City. Gomez came from Charlton Athletic. Wijnaldum came from a relegated Newcastle. Henderson came from Sunderland. Salah came from Roma. Mane came from Southampton. Firmino was a midfielder at Hoffenheim. This guy has performed miracles. One Champions League, one European Super Cup, one Club World Championship, one Premier League, one FA Cup, one Carabao Cup, one Community Shield for me, and 2 League Cups, For me, a Premier League legend. And I tell you what, Liverpool, I mean, that transition period going from him to Arnie Slot is going to be difficult. Klopp, sometimes Klopp's annoyed me, all the fist pumping and that, but he's he's leaving there with a stacked up trophy cabinet, man. He's won them their first ever Premier League in 30 plus years. So a legend of the game, a big character. I think it is a big loss to the Premier League. As an Arsenal fan, without sounding disrespectful, I'm glad he's going because I would like to think it would make Liverpool a little bit weaker. That's my selfish Arsenal side. I think for the Premier League, we've lost a real legend there and a big character of the game. I mean, Mahai said I'd take Klopp at Arsenal right now. You know what? I don't disagree with what you're saying, but, it's probably not the day to have that conversation. So, yeah, Jurgen Klopp leaves Liverpool. Where will he end up? They reckon he's going to take a year out and then go somewhere else next season. So we'll see what happens. Sean said, new kit, Curtis, not bad. I like the blue in it. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I just want us to win trophies. Sam Bond said, it's going to happen, Curtis. I'm telling you. Kudus drops a masterclass. No Gundogan for City. Then it's arms above shoulders at the Emirates. I'm just letting you know, if we win the title, as soon as this game finishes, I'm in the car. I'm at the Emirates. Meet me down there, people. Meet me down there. Cope said, just going to drop this here and keep it moving. Big up to yourself, bro. Appreciate that. Do what you got to do, Frogs surrounded by rocks. Bottle of Henny and grass trimmings packed ready. Hey, whatever you need to get through, do what you got to do, bro. Take it easy. MP said, if Arsenal win the league, I'll get the cannon tattooed. Wow, fair enough. Silvino said, big up from South Africa. Silvino and Nate, big up from South Africa. Juan said, big up Big C. We've made progress, but we have to win something next year. Hopefully I'll meet you in Philly. Yeah, shout me, bro. Shout me. Obviously, I'm on socials. My DMs are open. When we're in Philly and all of that, let us know, man. I need to know the spots. Where's the Philly cheesesteak spots and all of that? Imagine if Mafra... Why can't I say the guy's name? Mavropanos scores a winning header. Oh, my days. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? 403 MC2, thank you for the super chat. I'll have West Ham on the TV and Arsenal on the iPad. Only wishes that West Ham don't give false hope like Villa to Pool. Can you imagine West Ham 2-0 up, 3-0 in 5 minutes? I'd break my TV or get something, or get wrecked. I'm kind of tempted to go the other way round and have West Ham on the TV on the main screen because I don't want to sound arrogant. I feel like we will beat Everton. I feel like really West Ham is the main focus. I know we've got to do our job. I don't want to come across as arrogant, but we could win 15-0 today. If Man City win, it's irrelevant. I almost feel like the West Ham game is bigger. So we'll have to see. A few of my mates are at the game today. Man said the atmosphere is great. Feels like a party. Well, it will only be a party if we win. Watch our own game. YouTube fan, both games. Curtis stream both. Yeah, listen, I've got 2 devices. TV's there and little iPad there. So I'm going to be watching both. Who's watching both games at the same time? It's got to be done, bro. It's got to be done. I feel like that West Ham game will have a lot on my focus today. I can't lie. And that's not being disrespectful to Everton because we haven't won that game. I actually think this Everton game is going to be a tough game. They're unbeaten in their last 5. They're confident. I mean, listen, mate. I don't want to beat Arsenal today. I'd rather Arsenal win the league. But if I have to, I got to get me bonus. I'm off all summer. I'm going to Ibiza with the boys. We're going to have Jaeger bombs and 6 pints of diesel, 3 pints of unleaded. I'm going to eat a box of glass. So, yeah, I'll be in IB for all summer if anyone needs me. But, I hope you guys win the title. But it'll be tough today, I tell you. And if you win, I'll put you in a headlock, Arteta. I'll put you in a headlock. So, there you go, mate. It'll be in IB for all summer. Might as well pull up Football Manager. Why not? We'll win the league on there. Big up Hal Beast. Big Liverpool fan, right? He said, Big C, you're underestimating Sean Dyche. I've said it all week, bro. This will be a tough game. Unbeaten in 5. 4 wins in 5. It'll be difficult. For everyone just tuned in, 3.5K in the chat. Really appreciate your support as always. Bukayo Saka is out of the Arsenal squad today. Has a muscular injury and has been left out of the complete squad, which we haven't seen for a long time. Saka not even on the bench. The good news is that Jurrien Timber is on the bench for the first time since he was injured against Forest at the start of the season. Surely Timber maybe gets 10 minutes at the end of the game, or if they just put him there for vibes, I'm not sure. In terms of the Manchester City-West Ham game, Ederson is out for Manchester City with a fractured eye socket. But Jared Bowen misses out with tonsillitis for West Ham. So frustrating. Front three of Paqueta, Antonio and Kudus. But, you know, Jared Bowen scores a lot of goals. Ian said, Curtis, you keep ignoring this. Just saying Bowen, top scorer with 16 is missing. I mean, dream on. Don't dash our hopes like that, Ian. I'm trying to dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? I know. I know what you're saying. I know. Everything that everyone says tells me Man City win 3 or 4-0. It's over after 20 minutes. See you next season for the tour. But that little... What are you if you're not hopeful, if you haven't got dreams and aspirations, eh? Something in my mind tells me Mikel Antonio, yardman settings, bullying up Diaz, Kudus with all that pace, right wing, skips past Vardy, whips into the back post, Antonio climbs above Diaz and heads into the corner. West Ham take the lead. Mikel Antonio, I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky. You know what I mean? If we don't all believe that, I might as well not even do the stream. I might as well lock it off. We're here for Green Street. We're here for Football Factory. We're here for West Ham. And we're here to win the league, people. We're here. It is the heart speaking, but that's what being a football fan is about. Every football fan right now in their head is saying it's not going to happen. City will pump West Ham and it will be over with nice and early. But in the heart, something says, this is football. Anything can happen, people. We have seen it. Did anyone think Leicester could win the league? Did anyone think Arsenal would win it in 89? Did anyone think Wigan would win the FA Cup? This is football. This is a sport that doesn't care about feelings. It only takes something crazy to happen. Give me a stinking refereeing decision. But yeah, in reality, if I had a free bet, yeah, I'm going to bet on Man City to win 3 or 4-0. Not only are Man City probably going to win, they'll probably batter them. I can't lie. West Ham have won 1 in their last 5. They seem to have down tools. They can't get in Europe even if they win. So, you know, their only motivation, you're hoping, is that they fight for their manager. David Moyes, it's his last game as manager of West Ham. They've won a European trophy. Surely they're going to run through a brick wall for him today and try and put a performance up. Well, that's the hope. That is definitely the hope. Now you're being positive. Whole season you haven't, but now you're a legend. Listen, bro, come on. Go easy on me. Most weeks when we play, I've given the team their flowers. Arteta's been on the green screen this season. The sacred green screen. Arteta's been there. Havertz has been there. Killer Kai Havertz. I spent 6 months saying I would literally loan this guy out in the summer. I don't even need to sell him. I said loan him. He was that bad. He ended up on the green screen dressed as Killer Cam, Killer Kai Havertz, Harlem Dipset, Berggang. Like, I've given these guys their flowers. But ultimately, I need to see trophies being lifted, people. I'm sorry. And I know everyone doesn't feel the same. I need to see silverware. Why is Klopp leaving Liverpool today as a Premier League legend? Because of the trophies he's lifted above his head. Simple as that. If Klopp's been there 9 years, he ain't won 1 trophy. They're not going crazy. He's leaving with a whole heap of trophies amongst the Pep Guardiola generation. Legend. Legend of Liverpool. Could get a statue there, to be honest. First Premier League title. Champions League win. He's won the lot. And he said, hope you're good, Big C. Honoured to be watching the final game of the season with you, my guy. Big up, man. Big up. Really appreciate that. Marty said, Man City will win if I watch them. That's how the universe works. Stay away then. Paul said, what is the plan parade time? All fingers, legs and everything. I'm not actually sure. I think it said 5 o'clock. I think they said do it after work so more people can attend, but I don't know. Let's hope it's not cancelled. 3K locked in, 800 likes. Come on. We got 1,000 pre-kickoff. Last game of the season. We got to be touching 1,000 likes nice and early. I'm looking 4,000 likes today. No messing around. Let's not mess around. Last game of the season. Anything can happen. Headloss said, clip it. Antonio, 90th minute screamer. City 6, West Ham 1. Nah, you drew me in with that. I thought I was dreaming, and then you said 6-1, and I'm like, yeah, probably makes sense. Truman Show for real. We've said it for a long time, man. Somebody will pop out with a camera and say, listen, man, this was a social experiment. I'm sorry. Quite simply, people. Quite simply. Is it possible for West Ham to do anything against this guy today? I mean, if we won the league, if David Moyes, with his basic style of football, I'm actually going to look now. I'm really on hopium right now, right? I'm running off hopium. I'll stop when we get closer to kickoff, but maybe for the next 5 minutes. We're running on hopium right now. I've got to give you some sort of belief that it can happen. Even if it's 1%, you know, Dumb and Dumber settings. So you're saying there's a chance. We're running on that. Who have West Ham beat this season, apart from us, of course? Where I can say, big result. I mean, there's not many. I'm not going to lie. This graph doesn't help. They beat Man United at home, but most teams beat Man United at home. They beat Arsenal. I don't know. How did they beat Arsenal? They had 3 shots and scored 2 goals and had 26% possession. That is what you would need to see from them today, because they ain't going to hardly touch the ball. Who else have they beaten? Tottenham. They beat Tottenham 2-1 away from home, but it's only Tottenham. Who else have they beat? They beat Arsenal again, Carabao Cup. We're the only team they seem to have beaten at the big clubs, really. They beat Chelsea 3-1 at home. And they beat Tottenham. I think they beat Tottenham home and away. I mean, listen, the Jared Bowen loss is huge. Like you said, man, he's their top scorer. He's very direct. The only thing I would say about Moyes, who I don't think plays great football, is that I think Moyes will camp on the edge of their own area. He's playing 5 at the back. So I think he will try and frustrate this Man City team and just hit them on the counter-attack with Kudus and Antonio and Paqueta. The problem West Ham have got, I can tell you now the problem. If West Ham go behind and they're forced to chase the game, they will get hammered. No pun intended. Hammers West Ham. They will get hammered if they have to chase the game. The only way, in my opinion, they get something out of this game if they frustrate the living daylights out of Man City. 0-0 at half-time. They've missed chances. You've packed the penalty area. They can't. You have to keep this game 0-0 for as long as possible and frustrate Man City. If City score early, first 10, 15 minutes, and they get into their stride, lock it off. I will see you in pre-season. You know, they've got to frustrate this team. They frustrated the living daylights out of us. We couldn't score. Then they nicked one, and it went from there. So, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Adrian said, yo, Big C, Nuggets or Timberwolves? I mean, listen, I'm an Anthony Edwards fan, so there you go. There you go. And hopefully the Knicks beat the Pacers. Ghost said you should worry about Arsenal getting the job done. You're right. And like I said, there's no guarantees Arsenal win comfortably. Paul said a couple of West Ham players are on display today for a big sale. Do not discount Kudus and Bowen. Arsenal must make sure that they win. Paul, no Jared Bowen in the squad for West Ham, which is a massive loss. Cooper said, big up Curtis in the community. Your 2-year-old Eve just climbed up on my lap, pointed to you and said, hi Curtis, and blew a kiss. Much love to you. Now let's lift the trophy. Big up Cooper and your daughter and all your family. Appreciate the support. Hopefully, brings us some good luck, you know. Sam said if West Ham win or draw, they get a £5 million bonus from Arsenal. I saw that. There's a clause apparently, hasn't been confirmed, but a lot of people have said it. There's a clause in Declan Rice's contract. If we win the title, we have to pay another £5 million to West Ham. One draw gets them £5 million. I'm sure their owners would want that. I'm sure their owners would want that. Nora said, Curtis, West Ham have nothing to play for. I mean, most of the time, that is a problem. Because you think that the teams are going to switch off and relax. Every so often, it makes you that bit more dangerous because you are laid back and you're kind of thinking, just do my thing here. Like, there's nothing to worry about. So, it depends which one we get. It depends which one we get. So, we'll see which one it is. I don't know. Let's get Pep off the screen. We don't want him anywhere near the screen anyway. 20-odd minutes to go. Until kickoff. What are you saying in the chat, people? What are you saying? West Ham are laid back, and I think that's why their form has capitulated a little bit, because since Europe has seemingly disappeared from qualification for them, their form has dipped gradually, and it's not good. Nathan said he wants to big up his son Cal for his birthday. He's 6 today. Big up. More life to you. City can't win it on goal difference anymore. They draw, we win. Even 1-0 and it's ours. Easier said than done. Is goal difference out the window? Yeah, we're a goal ahead. Yeah, so if they draw, they can't gain anything. I understand your point, yeah. As long as we were to win. So, yeah, goal difference is out of the window. Jazz said, today I want to see the epic celebration by Curtis if we win. I mean, one of our generations. And listen, we win today. We win today. The title I'm on about. This channel goes through the roof. We either hit 100k or YouTube delete the channel. It's one or the other. The celebrations would be so big. We either hit 100k or YouTube said, that's it. It's too far. You're gone too far this time, Biggs. You're gone too far, man. Shotter's business. If West Ham win or draw, give them Eddie. They can have Eddie for nothing, mate. Would they even want Eddie for nothing, though? That's the question. Would they even want Eddie for nothing? Moving forward, looking ahead. Let's have a look at the Premier League table. We've got just over 20 minutes until kickoff. Just over 20 minutes until kickoff. Man City top 86 points. Arsenal 86 points. Man City are on 88 points. When you put it all into perspective now, I mean, Arsenal win today, 89 points, the second highest in Premier League history. Still may not be enough to get us a trophy. City would get 91 points. 91 points is the average for the last 10 years in the Premier League. So a lot of people say, but that's what you've got to get to. Liverpool got 97 and didn't win the league. 7 draws, 3 defeats for Man City. 5 draws, 5 defeats for Arsenal. And as I said, you turn 1 draw into a win. You turn 2 losses into 2 draws. The title's in our hands today. Beat Everton to win the league. So really you needed maybe 29 wins is maybe the benchmark now of where you need to be at. 30 wins gets you 90 points. And then lose 8. You could actually lose 8 games with no draws. Obviously you're likely to draw a few games. You need to be aiming for 30 wins really to win the league. 29. The margins are so fine. This one would be really tough to take. It really would. Listen, no matter how good Manchester City are, they will be nervous today. I thought Man City looked a little bit nervous against Tottenham the other day, which is why they were struggling to get the second goal. And then obviously Son missed, and then they did get the second goal. Impulsive said, if we get 30 wins, City will get 31. And it does kind of feel like that, don't it? Are you VAR in or out? My thought process is that we should use VAR, but it has to be used properly. If you can't use it properly, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Because They can't seem to operate it in this country. Why? Why can't they use it properly? It works in other countries, other competitions. In the Prem, it stinks. And as I said, it's the people using it. VAR as a technology is a quality thing. VAR isn't the problem. It's like buying a computer that's great, but you don't know how to work it, and you're saying the computer's broke. No, it's not. You don't know how to use it. We don't know how to operate in this country. They need to train people to use VAR properly. And maybe get independent people in. Because these referees are a shambles. Why did they not use semi-automated offsides last season? Why did they vote against it, Now it's coming in this season. So my thing is, use it properly. If you can't use it properly and you're going to continue to clown around with it, then, yeah, get rid of it. But I would give it another season. But you've got to change the people who are using it because they're embarrassing themselves in this country. Clown officials are the issue, not VAR. VAR is actually good if used properly. Make VAR more transparent. You've got semi-automated offsides next season. So offsides is not a problem. You don't have to draw the lines and it will do it for you. Offsides are dealt with. Goal line technology works brilliant. So goals over the line and offsides are done, dusted. You're cool. You're good to go. It's the penalties, the handballs, and the red cards that these referees and the VAR officials need to get right. It can't be that difficult. Most of us see a decision and we go, that's a red or that's not a red. But fully trained referees who've been refereeing for 15, 20 years don't know, and I don't understand that. And as I said, I think there's a lot of corruption. I really do. I think there's a lot of bias and a lot of corruption. How do they get it so wrong in this country? I have no idea. Like I said, for those of you just tuning in, we are doing a double watch-along today. 2 screens, Manchester City against West Ham and Arsenal against Everton. Jurrien Timber returns to the bench for the first time since getting injured against Forest at the start of the season. Saka is out. Mikel Arteta said about Saka's absence. Unfortunately, he picked up a small muscle injury in training. He wasn't available to play, but fortunately, we have some great players. Martinelli will step in. He said Saka has been incredibly consistent throughout the season. He's always been available. He was gutted last night when he got that injury. They're listing it as Martinelli playing on the right with Trossard playing on the left, with Havertz through the middle. So it will be interesting to see how Martinelli does on the right without being able to cut inside. He'll be a bit more old school, just get to the byline and put the cross in. Obviously, Ashley Young. Ashley Young is the left back for Everton today. I mean, Ashley Young and Seamus Coleman. Surely we can cause those two problems. They're about 145 years of age between them. I think Martinelli needs a good performance today. Let's go through the Arsenal team. We haven't really discussed the Arsenal lineup. David Raya continues in goal, the Golden Glove winner. Ben White at right back. Tomiyasu at left back. Gabriel and Saliba, who hopefully, this defence will finish as the best defence in the Premier League this season. We're 5 goals ahead of City, so I can't see us conceding 5. We should be good there. Partey, Rice and Odegaard in midfield. He wasn't great last week, Thomas Partey, but, you just wonder if we'd have had that midfield a little bit longer on the pitch together. Would that have fixed some issues? I think it probably would. Martinelli on the right, Trossard on the left, Havertz through the middle. Will Martinelli and Trossard change and move around a little bit? I'm not sure. I think it would be good to see. On the bench, Aaron Ramsdale. This could and probably will be Aaron Ramsdale's farewell. I was going to say appearance, but he ain't going to kick a ball apart from the warm-up. So I'm sure you'll see him waving to fans after the game. I've got no doubt Ramsdale will leave in the summer. Gabriel Jesus, Jakub Kiwior. Timber returns to the bench, which is brilliant. Hopefully a little 10 minutes maybe at the end. Smith Rowe, who doesn't seem to kick a ball for Arsenal anymore. Neither does Fabio Vieira. Neither does Eddie Nketiah either. Jorginho and Alexander Zinchenko. I'm sure Zinchenko would have been very proud of his fellow countryman, Usyk, last night, beating Tyson Fury. Great watch-along. Big up to everyone who tuned in. 4,000 of you in the chat now. Great numbers. Big up the 42 locked in on Twitch. Hit the like button. Let's get 1,000 likes pre-kickoff. This is the Everton team. Pickford in goal. Coleman, Young, Tarkowski, and Braithwaite. So they're going for back four. Idrissa Garner, Andre Onana. No, is it Andre Onana? Amadou Onana. Sorry, not Andre. That's the keeper for United. James Garner. Garner, Onana, and Garner. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh, na, 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 na. Hey, Dwight McNeil, Decore, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. On the bench, Michael Keane, Virginia, Beto, Godfrey, Chermit, Krellin, Warrington, Hunt, and Dobin. So there you go. There you go. That is your Everton team. We will definitely all have one eye on West Ham today. Jared Bowen doesn't make the West Ham squad today, which is a big loss, as he is their top goal scorer. So we're relying on Kudus, Paqueta, and Antonio to perform a miracle. Would you have started Ramsdale today? No. No. This ain't a sympathy parade, my friend. You're not the number one goalkeeper. Imagine if Ramsdale came in today and made a mistake and we drew the game. And Man City, something crazy happened. You cannot take chances like that. Not at all can you take chances. Rather watch the City game than this. I'm going to be switching between both. I'm going to switch between both. Don't forget Man United have got Brighton today. We'll have a look at that as well. And Man City are 1-20 to win the game today. That's just like ridiculously they think they're going to win. Like, that's just absolutely beyond belief they think they're going to win that game. So we'll see. We will see, people. Can we get a miracle? I'm just checking something here. Why did that not work? Yeah, Saka is there. Saka is pitch side, people. A couple of things to look at before we get underway. 17 minutes until we kick off. We did do extended build-up to the game today. Last game of the season. Rio Ferdinand and Keown, pitch side. A lot of the Invincibles are there today. Sam said on the bright side, Curtis, this could be the last time Nketiah, Cedric, Nelson and El Neni wear the famous red and white. Hopefully it will be. It definitely will be for Cedric and El Neni, but Nelson and Nketiah, them guys have to go as well. Lebo said, big up, Big C. It's a big day today, hoping for a miracle. Of course, man, that's what we need. I need a miracle. Don't forget, how crazy is it, right? That the Premier League CEO, somebody just put it in the comments, but the Premier League CEO, who is supposed to be one of the guys that hands over the Premier League trophy, he has decided to go to the Emirates today rather than going to the Etihad, which a lot of people are like, why would he do that? Like, Man City are likely to win the league. So just to show you the picture. And what's going off. So Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters is in attendance at the Emirates Stadium this afternoon. There's a report in The Athletic. This is him here in the middle with the tie. He didn't want to go to the Etihad as he felt it was immoral to hand the Premier League title over to a club that has 115 charges hanging over them. Now, my thing is this. If you feel it's immoral for you to hand them the Premier League title because you think potentially, oh, something's wrong here, I can't hand the title over to a team with charges hanging over their head, why did you not push to get the situation resolved even quicker? You're in charge of it. Surely you could have banged out that paperwork and said, listen, man, we've got to bring these charges to light this season. So, yeah, if they're not guilty, clear them of all charges. If they're guilty, then punish them. Why have you allowed it again to drag on? Maybe they'll do it at the start of next season. That still gives them an opportunity to catch up. You know, all it would have took, for example, Forest had, 4 points taken off them? That wins us the Premier League, by the way, if you do that. That wins us the Premier League if there's a points deduction. 2 points would have got us having it in our own control. Now, I'm not saying they are guilty. Until they're found guilty, we don't know. But it's frustrating that they haven't resolved that situation. Listen, maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe something crazy is going to happen at the Etihad today, and that's why he's at the Emirates. Maybe they've already lined it up. Listen, we haven't deducted them points, so we need a dodgy VAR red card to make sure Arsenal win the title. I would imagine that it's better for the Premier League for Arsenal to win the league than Man City, because 4 titles in a row doesn't look good for the Premier League. You're right, he doesn't have that power, and I understand. Man City have so much power. Lawyers, solicitors, all of that stuff. They're going to get it pushed back and pushed back again, and it will take longer. Corruption lined up. This channel is funny. Said, Big C, I'm going to hospital with the wife to prepare for the birth of my first child. I'll be depending on your commentary today. Double celebration. Big up to you and your missus and your future child. Hope everything goes well. Enjoy it. Embrace it. And let's hope it's a day of miracles, people. Let's hope for a day of miracles. A lot of Arsenal fans are hyped in the stadium. I've got a few friends there today. Keith said, big up Big C. Thanks for the great content. Praying here at Michigan for a miracle. Imagine the scenes at the Emirates and in Islington if we win. Bro, it's going to be crazy. We've got about 12 minutes until kickoff, people. 12 minutes until kickoff. Everyone's saying, big up, this channel is funny. Big up, bro. At least you're hitting the target. Unlike Arsenal, not quite hitting, but nearly. Leahy said it's probably boring for him to be going down to Manchester. You're right. You're right, you know. He's probably been there the last 3 years. Like, yep, there you go. Another one. Oh, yeah, Pep, see you next year, mate. He's probably thought, you know what? I'm just bored of them. Let me at least go and watch Arsenal and see if something happens. Lloydish said, hi, Curtis. Thanks for your watch-alongs this year. Elite content. Your numbers are mad. Hey, it doesn't happen without you guys. Jamrock Gunners, hope you're well. I'm here with you all on this historic day. Come on, you Gunners. Omar said the last time to go into the final day second and win the league was Arsenal back in 1989. Is it happening? Wow, I would love it to. I really would. What's that? Forder on football said he's doing a. What's that? He's doing a podcast with James B. Would you like to? Hey, give me a message, man. If I'm about, I don't mind doing it. Jonathan said, Big C, I'm in the Caribbean, busy helping the family set up a family member's party of all days. Listen, you might need some rum to get you through, this day. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a celebration. Solomon, thank you for all your support this season, bro. He said, I'm praying we win the title. I might have to make a 5-hour journey for the parade. It's got to be done. We win the title, people. People have to hit the motorway. You got to get your passport if you live abroad. You got to travel. You got to travel. If not, I'll try and stream if we were to win. But listen, we need a heck of a lot to happen for that situation to occur. It is double screen settings today. NBC crew are at the Emirates. I would love it. Curtis Keegan. I would love it if we beat them. Love it. Kevin Keegan settings, man. Tommy said, come on, you Gunners, Big C. I'm nervous. Oh, no, he said, come on, you Iron. Sorry. Oh, I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high. They reach the sky. Have West Ham got anything left in the tank? It's the David Moyes leaving do. You know when someone's leaving, you have a little party. You have to turn up and celebrate and turn up, man. Antonio and them, man. They have to do something today. They have to. But I don't know, man. Bullet train settings. Come on, you Irons. Big up Yeehaw, who said, Iker, it's 12:50 a.m. in Australia. Thanks very much for the streams this season. Blessings. Hey, big up to you, man. Big up to all of you. Isn't the Irons Scunthorpe and the Hammers West Ham? They call them the Irons as well, to be fair. I think the Irons are Scunthorpe, though. Glamford Park, is it, or something like that? Played at Scunthorpe before. But yeah, West Ham, please do something for us. Ain't felt this nervous since Baku. Do you know what, Zach? I'll be honest. I think because it's not in our destiny, I don't feel as nervous, to be honest. Baku, I actually thought we were going to beat Chelsea, but I think we will win today. I think we'll beat Everton, but obviously my expectations of what West Ham are going to do against Man City are very low, so I'm not as nervous. I wish I was. I'll be hyped if something changes in that game, if West Ham go 1-0 up or something, but Will you cry if we win it? I doubt it. I doubt it, but the celebrations will be epic. I can't lie. I tell you what, if Arsenal win the league... Ah, you're right, Katoro. Anyone down under feeling a bit sick, feel like the flu? Listen, if Arsenal win the league, I think there'll be a lot of Arsenal fans ringing in sick to work tomorrow. I just can't make it, man. I got a headache. RC Nick said, thank you, Curtis, for all the wonderful streams throughout the season. Big up, man. Appreciate that. 10 minutes until kickoff. 10 minutes. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get the numbers up. Final game of the season. Have we hit 1,000 likes pre-kickoff? We have. Legends. 1.1k likes pre-kickoff. Absolute legends, each and every one of you. Let's get that as high as possible. Mick said was there in 89 in the ground. Great atmosphere. Would love it to happen again. It would be unbelievable. Adam said, I'll run down the street 2 a.m. screaming if we win the league. I'll shed a tear if it goes either way, said Two Technics. See, you remember the 2004 title win? Yeah, I do. I do. Vivek said, I won't show my face for a month. What would make it even better is that everybody thinks it's over. I spoke to a lot of people today, said, nah, it's not going to happen. I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree. But you don't know, do you? That's what makes it so interesting, is that, you know, if it did work out, everybody would have to, like, you know, just deal with the fact they thought it was over and it wasn't. It's a great goal. Big C tapping Fran for his green mind views. Big up my bro, Fran. You know, I still speak to Fran, of course. Rudolph said, thanks, Big C, for the amazing content. Big up and come on, you Gunners. Big up to you, bro. Never seen Curtis so optimistic. I'm a little bit... I think we'll win, but West Ham, man, I don't know. They're going to have to do something that I just... It would be unbelievable if they got anything out of that game. It really would. Dinesh, Arsenal's best season is trophyless, which is sad. And that's crazy, isn't it? That's what makes it feel a bit flat. But listen, let's do this. The players are in the tunnel. Mr. Cool Bus Driver said, I'm flying down if we win the league. Come on, bro. Alois said, promise me, if Arsenal win the league today, you buy me the Arsenal jersey. I'll do it. I'll do that. If Arsenal win the league, I'll buy the home shirt. Email me if we win it. I'll send it to you. Is that because I'm that confident we won't win it, I won't have to buy it? Or I'll be that hyped if we win it, I don't mind buying it? That's probably what it is. But yeah, we'll do that. You've clipped it. 5 million. West Ham, listen, just defend, frustrate, and nick one on the counter-attack. Look at this, all sorts going off. Fireworks. I've got to admit, the Emirates is absolutely rocking. Emirates is rocking. They're in the tunnel. Final game of the season. Do you know the good thing? I've just realised that nearly every year, when Arsenal play on the final game of the season, it's no pressure FC. And we beat somebody 3 or 4-0 and it doesn't mean anything. And you're like, yeah, whatever. At least today we're actually playing for something and there's a possibility. Pray to PGMOL. I love that one. Come on. One dodgy decision. They need a red card. That's all we need. Slightly high foot, you know? Ricky's gifted a Curtis Shaw TV membership. Big up to you, bro. Welcome to all the new members today as well. We will do a member stream next week. Forder said, Big C, I've emailed you. Yeah, no problem. I'll get back to you if I can do it. If Arsenal win the league, what was that? I'm getting Saliba, Magalhaes, Odegaard, Rice, Trossard, Havertz, Saka and Arteta jersey. Fair enough. Party after party. Arsenal title, Shavy Cane Rose. I'm not going to commit to it. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. We can go to extreme measures if we win the league. Players coming onto the pitch. Come on, boys. All you can do is do your job. That's all we can do. We have to win the game and then hope. Red smoke, fireworks, it's all going off. It's all going off at the Emirates. Great atmosphere. Listen, I don't know why. I just want to turn over to the Man City game. Does anyone else feel like that? I've got a little screen there and the big screen there, I just feel like I want to watch the Man City game more than the Arsenal game. I don't know why. But I am going to focus on Arsenal, but I think I'll be watching a lot of this Man City game. I'm so intrigued to just see what happens. What we need to do is be top of the league at points during the day. And what I mean by that is we need to go 1-0 up before City do, so that the story goes through to Man City that, Arsenal are winning, you're under pressure now. Arsenal are top of the league. We've got to go 1-0 up in the game. Zuma leading them out. Sorry, I've actually turned over. Let me get Arsenal back on. I'm so intrigued by that game. I can't lie. I just need to see what's happening in that game. I am going to get it on here. Let me get it on here. Split screen settings. Jeff Stelling business. Let's see what we're doing here. Screen zoom. Right, there we go. Double watch along underway. Game about to kick off in 2 minutes. Let's just do our thing and then see what happens. Snake Eye said, with two teams who could win, where the PGMOL take the trophy? There's a trophy at both stadiums. The actual official one is not at either ground. They've got 2 replicas at each stadium and 40 medals apparently. And then obviously whoever doesn't win, they take them back. And then they give you the proper one. Richard, easy 4-5-0 win today, but City will do the same. I don't feel as bad this season. Last season was the one with that points lead we had. I think I was more annoyed with the team last year because we capitulated. But part of me feels like this one hurts more. Because last season, I was over it with 3 or 4 games to go. We knew it was gone already. We lost the title with about a month left. This one, we've gone down to the end of the season, so this one would probably hurt even more. But, I respect the strides they're making forward, but we just got to find a way to overcome that final hurdle. North London Forever will be ringing out shortly. Final game of the season. The team are playing in the current season's kit, not this new one. Cole said, I'm always blowing bubbles, West Ham. Come on, don't let us down. Don't forget today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Link in the description below. Click the link. Get 60% off your first order and 20% off your next orders. And then free desserts for life. Use the code Curtis, people. Get locked in. Get some better and more enjoyable food delivered to your door. Philip said, I hear you, Curtis, same here. Yeah, I think this season would be more painful. But, yeah, promo settings, man. Big up HelloFresh supporting the channel. We're a minute till kickoff for the final time this season. Big up everyone who supported the channel, or even if you're just joining the channel today. We're about to get underway. I'm going for a 3-0 Arsenal victory. And, I hope that doesn't come across as disrespectful to Everton, but I think we'll have too much for them today. What are your score predictions? The Manchester City game has just kicked off. Arsenal are a little bit behind. Declan Rice to get us underway. Vibrant atmosphere inside the stadium. Sunny day. The players take their knee. There's a couple Everton players not taking them. Odegaard, the skipper. Martinelli is on the right. Declan Rice to get us underway. Final time this season, people. Come on, you Gunners. End the season in the right way. That's all we're asking for. 1-0 City, said AP. 4-1 to Arsenal. 4-0 win. Come on, Arsenal. Come on, the Hammers. 6-0, said Orion. Here come Arsenal straight away. Martinelli. Going to be interesting to see him on the right-hand side. Quite intrigued to see how he does, having to be more direct. Shot early, goes wide. Left foot shot from Kai Havertz. And he drags it wide. But listen, good to see Arsenal shooting early in the game. Which I don't mind that. Got no problem with that. 4-0 to Arsenal, said Omar. Ash said, I'm wearing the new shirt, same as you. I'm saying 3-0. It's crazy. I get the new shirt. They're not even playing it. Could have waited a few more weeks. But hey, why not? Vamos, said Danny Boy. Come on, you Gunners. OX said 4-0 by God's grace to Arsenal and a 2-2 draw For City. Man City against West Ham United. Obviously, there's a full programme today in the Premier League, actually, which I didn't actually get round to that. Man United could end up in the Europa League or the Conference League today. So if there's any goals in that game, feel free to throw them in the chat, people. No fake scores today. No fake scores. Mods, be on job. Be on job, people. We do not want fake scores today. Don't spoil it for people. There's a lot riding on this game. Forest have taken the lead against Burnley. They're pretty much safe anyway, so there's a delay in the Man City game at the moment. Arsenal in possession, though. Great ball by Gabriel. Finds Martinelli. Remember, those two have been picked in the Brazil squad for Copa America. Gabriel Jesus was left out. Here's Odegaard on his left foot. Great little back heel. No, he doesn't get enough on it. And it's collected by West Ham. Arsenal win the ball back. What is going on in that Man City game? Was it delayed? I think it was delayed. Yeah, the Man City game has literally... It's just kicked off, I think. Why is their game kicking off at a different time? Yeah, their game has only just kicked off, which is strange. I don't get that. So they're going to be slightly behind our game. Oh, they were singing. They're singing, right? I had a dream we won the league, says Kevin. Listen, I hope it comes true, bro. Hope it comes true. City game has kicked off 2 minutes later than Arsenal. It said it was kicking off and then they started singing or something. It was delayed. So City are underway. Arsenal are underway. Forest are winning 1-0. Apparently Ivan Toney has scored for Brentford. They are playing... Who are they playing? Remind me. 1-0 Newcastle as well. I actually don't even know who's playing who. Odegaard, great ball. Martinelli is a chance. Tomiyasu. Oh, great block by Idrissa Gana. Ball's up in the air. Calvert-Lewin. Good defending, William Saliba. That's a foul. Free kick to Arsenal. Brentford are beating Newcastle. Oh, he played for them, didn't he, back in the day as well, Ivan? Manchester City have scored. Manchester City have scored in 2 minutes. Phil Foden, who else? Premier League Player of the Season. Oh my days. Manchester born and bred. Player of the Season. Doing that celebration. Oh my days. I didn't even see the goal. I looked down, he was celebrating. West Ham have caved in after 2 minutes. Oh my days. Oh my... Wow. Oh my... That goal is outrageous. Drops the shoulder, sends him to the shops. Slaps it in the top corner. That is one of the best goals you will see this season. Stockport Iniesta. Like, West Ham, you didn't even give us 10 minutes to settle in and believe that something could happen. Like, you're done already. You just locked it off already. Like, they've ruined the day, haven't they? The season. Ah, that's it. All that hope, all that expectation, out the window. Here come Arsenal. Our game, ball whipped in. Oh my days, Tomiyasu's missed the sitter. Oh, I feel like locking the stream off. I told you I had very little hope. The goal from Foden is unbelievable. Drops his shoulder, lets it run across his body and slaps it top corner. It's just... And then does the celebration. Fuming. Didn't even get 5 minutes to think it was going to happen. Mark said, Big C, you're smashing it up on the uploads where I've not been able to watch all the AFC games. Mate, your channel has blown up big time. Big up, bro. Foden's letting people know, man. This is why he's player of the season. Oh, I'm more than deflated, bro. I'm like a flat tire on a pedal bike. It just ain't happening. Saka scores those in his dreams. They're attacking again. They're all over them. They're all over West Ham. West Ham got 5 at the back. How are they going to attack now? They're not. He's set up to defend now. They've got to attack. They're going to get pumped. West Ham have got the ball back. Oh, my days. End the stream, Dave. Feel like locking it off. Genuinely do. Listen, we'll finish the game. We'll be professional, but we might have to start talking about biscuits. Yeah, you're right, Phil. Biscuits, NBA, and hip-hop. Score another one, it's over. West Ham need to hang on in there for a bit. Here come Everton, by the way. We're forgetting we have to win the game as well. Believe. I'm trying. Man said I grieved after Villa. Remember when they all went at me online? You're overreacting. When we lost to Villa. Why are you going mad? Now look, that Villa game haunts us now. Pep has created a monster of a club in City. He's a beast. We need to create a beast. Moment of truth, says Mohammed. Ross Calvert-Lewin's toenail is healed, yeah. He's been out for 6 years. We cannot compare Saka and Foden. Name the last big game Saka showed he is world class. Foden scoring hat-tricks against United, says Richard. I think Foden's definitely won that debate for this season. Let me watch the Arsenal game a bit. I've hardly even watched the game. I can't stop watching the City game, I'm going to be honest. My eyes are just drawn to this. There's Doku. Wow, left-hand side. City are all over West Ham. They can't get out their own half. 5 minutes gone. They're already winning 1-0. Oh, it's gone out. Arsenal in possession. We'll try and get... This could be a long game, by the way. This could be a long game to watch. And the thing is, that message will get through to the Arsenal stadium and the staff and that energy. That's why I said we need to try and score first, go 1-0 up and put Manchester City under some pressure. But we haven't even had that opportunity. They kicked off later than us, 2 minutes later, and they scored within 2 minutes. Trossard looks for Havertz. It's cleared. Everton have the ball. Throw into Everton. It already hurts. Lots of haunting moments for Cheetah as well as it stands. We've made one more mistake. That's it. Yeah. It's all in our hands. It hasn't been in our hands since Villa, really. Unfortunately. West Ham are rubbish. I think their motivation's gone. Once they realised they couldn't get Europe and their manager was going, they've downed tools by the look of it. No Jared Bowen. He's their best player at the moment. Arsenal in possession. This feels like a pre-season game I'm watching now. It really does. Apologies if I'm not commentating on the Arsenal game as much. I genuinely can't take my eyes off the Man City game. They're absolutely all over West Ham. West Ham can't even get out their half. They just give them the ball back straight away. Arsenal in possession. Gabriel looks for Havertz. That's a nice ball. Can he get hold of it? It's cleared out for a throw-in. Listen, I suppose they've got to at least keep it at 1-0. 1-0, anything can happen. Yeah, listen, if it was 1-0 with 15, 20 minutes to go, I would take that because I would think they will be nervous. It only takes one mistake, one long shot, one equaliser, and it's all over. What West Ham have to do now is somehow shut up shop and do not concede another goal before half-time. But it's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Palace are 1-0 up against Villa. See how crazy that is. If Tottenham had actually beaten Man City, they would have been in a position to get Champions League football. But, you know, they weren't interested, was they? Mateta again has scored for Palace. Their manager's having a great run, by the way. Given away there by Ben White. Ooh, they was on the attack there. Dwight McNeil in possession. I mean, listen, we do still have to win the game. We do still have to win the game as well. Apparently Tottenham are losing. What? Who that? Sheffield United. Everyone beat Sheffield United. Is it 1-0? No, apparently it's still 0-0. No fake scores. Come on. No fake scores. Here come Arsenal. Declan Rice. That's a great tackle by Onana. What a challenge that is. He's a player, by the way. Forest winning 1-0. Palace winning 1-0. It's Trossard. Lays it off. Declan Rice. Oh, he mishits it. Saved at the near post. Pickford seemed to know where he was going. International teammates and all that. Telegraphed it on his left foot. We need to take the lead. That's a poor shot from Rice. Doesn't hit it well with his left foot. We need Onana for Partey. Onana's good. I think he's only 22 as well. West Ham need to get in at least no more than 1-0 down at half time. Anything more than that and they're done. They need to at least be 1 goal. Martin says, come on, bro. You knew we weren't winning it anyway. Listen, you never know, though, do you, Martin? That's the problem. You always have that little glimmer of hope that something can happen. Here's Martinelli, right-hand side. Skips past McNeil, cuts back. Keeps it well. Ben White, Odegaard. Looking for movement. Good little drag back. Martinelli, I think you're offside there. KDB almost scored a free kick. I didn't even see that. Here's Odegaard. Zings it out to the back post. Looking for Havertz. The ball doesn't have enough power on it. Havertz does manage to win it, though. Good ball. Trossard gets it from Rice. Corner of the area. He's got about 4 players on him. It's cleared by Everton. I tell you, this game might be a lot harder than we think as well. Great defending by Gabriel against Calvert-Lewin. City on the attack. Bernardo Silva. Every time I look at this City game, they're attacking. Here's Martinelli up against Ashley Young. Pat said, Arteta got us within 1 or 2 matches from winning the title. Would you give him 1 more season? I suppose it depends who you could bring in. They're going to give him another season or more anyway. Shot by Trossard, saved by Pickford, goes out for a corner. 2-0 to Forest, apparently. Listen, my thing is you can't keep going trophyless and get pats on the back. If it was year 2, year 3, I'd go, you know what? He's had to clear up the mess and rebuild. After 5 years, I'm like... It is a tough question, Pat, because on one hand... He's not doing bad enough to be in a zone where you would be saying sack him for that. But he's also not maybe achieving enough for how good we are. For how good we are, we should be winning silverware. So, you know, it is a tough one. They're going to stick with him regardless. Spurs are winning 1-0. Sheffield United, they're always going to win that, really. At least West Ham are still... no more than a goal down. But we actually have to win the game ourselves. Odegaard whips in. That's a lovely ball. It's up in the air. Hits Gabriel. Did it hit his arm? Everton clear it. Chris Wood is now scoring goals. Typical, isn't it? Typical. Would you have Pickford? I don't really rate Pickford. Maybe as, yeah, I mean, if you're talking about as a backup goalkeeper, he'd be good, but he's not going to come to Arsenal and sit on the bench. I think Pickford's a bang average goalkeeper, especially in the Prem. He's better for England, but it's Tomiyasu. Arsenal keeping possession, lots of possession. Can West Ham create something? Finally, they get forward a little bit. You've got to just whip crosses in with Antonio, get Kudus on the ball and drive at them. Finally, West Ham get out of their own half. I'll come back to that. Martinelli, right-hand side. Great nutmeg. Martinelli save. Oh, what a save by Pickford. Just as I was writing him off. What a little nutmeg from Martinelli there. That's what he's about. Nutmeg the defender. Good save there, though. Doesn't quite get enough power on it to smash it into the corner. Lovely little nutmeg. Here come Everton, though. Oh, Calvert-Lewin's brought down on the edge of the box. Sloppy free kick to give away there. I'm telling you, this game is... I I'm not even fully confident in the way we're playing, if I'm being totally honest. We're actually we've conceded a poor free kick there, 25 yards out to Everton. Chelsea winning 1-0 apparently. Are they playing? Who was they playing? They're at home, I think. Is it Bournemouth or Brighton? Is it Bournemouth, I think, actually? I think Man United have got Brighton, right? Thank you for the updates, people, with the goal scorers of the other teams. Wow, free kick. Calvert-Lewin's doing his best Cristiano Ronaldo impression on this free kick. It looks like he wants to knuckleball this. I'm not going to say anything because it would be typical, wouldn't it? Calvert-Lewin, he's going to hit it. Cristiano Ronaldo, run up side foot. It's blocked by the wall and cleared away. I think someone might have gone down with a head injury there. Gabriel gets a whack in the face. So while he's down, we'll be getting, we'll be watching Man City. It's a corner to City. Caicedo from 60 yards. Was it actually? That's mad. Chris Wood scoring goals now. Typical, innit? Couldn't score from 6 yards. Can we put on the new kit at half-time, said Two Technics. Do something. And Alexander said, Son won City the Premiership. Listen, man, I don't even want to talk about that guy again. Game's back underway. Ball over the top. We're not looking great now, you know. We're allowing Everton to grow into this game a bit. Dwight McNeil up against Ben White. Forces them backwards, slow it down a little bit. I'm going to move this up here so I can try and actually see almost both screens at the same time. 17 minutes gone in our game, 0-0. Everton will be happy with this. They haven't really allowed us to create much, and they're starting to grow into the game a little bit now. They've got a packed midfield, 3 centre mids in there, Onana, Garner, and Idrissa. What a run by Dwight McNeil. Takes on 3 or 4, gets it out wide to Onana. Idrissa dummies it to Decore. Everton it could be in here. Seamus Coleman gets to the byline, whips in with his left foot, headed away by Gabriel. We're allowing them to build into this game. I'm not liking that. We will win it next year. I mean, listen, I'll be honest. That conversation means very little to me. I know that sounds really harsh when I say that, but as an Arsenal fan, I think we're lacking patience when people say that. For years, Wenger will sign a player next year in a position that we need, and then we don't get the player, and we're going to win it next year. And, you know, when are we going to win it this year? When are we going to win trophies in the current position we're in, the power of now? Why is it always next season, you know? That's the frustration. That's the frustration. Free kick. There's a player down. Idrissa's down, injured for Everton. There'll be a break in play here. Can't believe I put my faith in West Ham. Apparently Caicedo has scored from like 60 yards out. Idrissa's down getting treatment in this game, so we'll keep all eyes on Man City for a second. Throw into Man City on the halfway line. I want to see this Caicedo goal. Halfway line. Just over the halfway line. Oh, my days. Wow, lobs the goalkeeper. That could be goal of the season. He's just inside. And there we go. It's over. It's over. Manchester City 2. It's over. Lock it off. I'm here purely for professionalism. It's done and dusted. Phil Foden. Lock it off. He's the best player in the Premier League this season. I will see you all next season. There you go. Done and dusted. Forget it. Right off. Foden. Doku rolls it across. Where's the defending? Just rolls it in. It's not even in the corner. It's... oh. They're too good. They're too good. When they have control of it, they never fumble it, do they? They just don't fumble it. When we had control of it, we fumbled it. We fumbled it when it was in our hands. I think this season's more painful than last season. I really do. I think it's worse. City might win 5 or 6-0 now. They've annihilated them anyway. When you have control of the situation against City, you have to win. This Arsenal game now feels almost pointless. I'm here purely for vibes. Rice whips it in, headed away, free kick to Everton. 2-0 to Manchester City. Phil Foden double. Inside the first 20 minutes, season over. Unai did get his revenge. Back-to-back home and away win. West Ham have got so many players in the area. How is Foden unmarked? All they have to do now is go invincible. I'm surprised in all these years they haven't gone invincible, to be honest. I tell you what, them Arsenal fans inside the stadium will feel flat now. Oh, man. Fumbled equals bottle. Last season was worse for me. We were so far ahead. Gutted, I hate City. We just got to hope they get a points deduction. It won't happen. Not this season anyway. Big C, where are the young players? Eddie shouldn't be on the bench. Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't mind seeing Waneri on the bench. Arsenal haven't even scored. We're not even winning anyway. We haven't even scored yet. I said Everton will be hard to break down. City don't mess around. When they have it in their hands, it's like game over. We ain't going to fumble it back and give it to you. Unfortunately, when we've had control, we fumble it. We fumble it, I'm afraid. Big up Curtis and the community. I told you guys the facts that the backroom staff were practicing the trophy handout is borderline delusional. 1-0 to Newcastle. Here's Havertz. Long ball looking for better. We're not even playing that well anyway. I can't lie. We're not playing well anyway. I literally turn the games off. I don't care what happens in this match, said Kashimo. We go again. The Champions League destroyed us. I don't know. I don't know if it did. 4-peat. Manchester is officially booed. 4 Prems in a row, you know. Crazy. West Ham have rolled over. See you next season. Do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to switching off from Arsenal for a bit. I need a break from it, man. The hope and then feeling like you haven't got anything at the end of it is just... You know, FA Cup finals next week. I'd love Arsenal to be in the FA Cup final, but I don't know, man. Lock it off. I feel like locking it off. I can't lie. Yeah, showing all the Arsenal fans' reactions, man, in the stadium. They were all hyped. And the thing is, City just ended it quickly as well. They said, listen, we ain't going to give you no false excitement. This game's going to be over after 20 minutes. We haven't even... Listen, at the end of the day, we're not even winning our game of football anyway. So, you know, what? I'm sure we will win this game, but we're not winning as it stands. This game's pretty boring, I can't lie. Lock it off. See you in the USA pre-season. Big up Jorge. When Arteta took Odegaard off versus Villa, City won, says Dinashen. Joseph said we should have went to the Man City. Guns blazing. City were wobbling. We let them back in the race. I think we were almost afraid to try and win in case we lost that game. Lebo said, I hate this for us this season. Will be the last season City wins. Next season is ours. I mean, it sounds great, and I like to believe it, but how? How is it ours next season? They're not just suddenly going to start losing games. They might actually get stronger. Listen, Afsar, I think we all expected today to go how it's going. However, you have that little glimmer of hope that something might happen. Apparently, Haaland's just missed an open goal. I didn't even see it. I was watching Arsenal. They're on the attack again. Here's Havertz driving into the area. He's got support. Havertz. Oh, it's a poor shot. Should have passed it. Imagine they do a 5-peat. They might. They'll be favourites for the league next year, let's be honest. You go and get players like Musiala, they're only going to get better. Come on, it's only Everton, Villa boys. Bro, City is going to get stronger next season, I agree. Rames said, I'm out, fellas. Thank you, Curtis. Hopefully we'll bring a trophy home before I'm gone. Don't worry, mate. We'll win a pre-season trophy. Jeffrey said, is the Saka Foden convo over? I think so. I think it is. Player of the year. Hat tricks against Man United, scored against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. The argument is not that strong. Lord AC said, Kufal said he was excited to see the Premier League trophy. We had no chance. West Ham is there to see the trophy and that. They'll probably be applauding him. It's officially a Farmers League Arteta experiment. There's Latte. Archie said, I won't even... Ari, sorry, said, I won't even celebrate if we score. Lock it off and enjoy the sun. This game is dreadful. I think that's Idrissa. He's on the floor again. He's injured. No, it's Onana this time. I actually don't want to watch this Arsenal game. I'm going to be honest. I've got no enthusiasm to watch it. We're not playing well. It's slow. It's boring to watch. There's another injury, so I'll put City back on the big screen. We will win the Emirates Cup, people. We will. We'll win the Emirates Cup. We do a stream for Tyson v Jake Paul, maybe. Curtis, you look drained. Bro, honestly, man. And you know what? A lot of that feeling drained as an Arsenal fan. It's not all Arteta's fault. Some of that comes from the late Arsene Wenger years, the Emery time, and Arteta. It's a build-up of all of it that I'm just so annoyed watching Arsenal do well and then not win. You know, it's just like... It's like finding a lottery ticket with the winning numbers, then realising it was for the wrong day. Like, it's just false enjoyment almost, you know? It's like... I don't know. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Bro was calm at 1-0. As soon as I saw 2-0, I was 1-0, I thought, you know what? Late chance, ball crossed in, anything can happen. De Bruyne nearly scored there again. Corner to City. They're enjoying themselves. They're having a party, they are. De Bruyne tries to bend it to... What a save by Areola. Should have been 3-0. I haven't even seen the Haaland miss. Let me put the Arsenal game back on. It's an inherent inability to finish. Need some steak. Well, if you do want steak, get on HelloFresh, people. Link in the description. Pacers Knicks watch party. Oh, I'd probably have more fun. Curtis, do you think we need to name Rice as captain next season? I think the worry would always be what effect does that have on Odegaard. Rice hasn't been at the club for long. Maybe he's thriving off not being the captain and having that responsibility. I think that's difficult. If a player leaves, yeah, take the armband. But Odegaard's so pivotal. I don't know what... Would he perform better without the armband, or would it have a negative effect on him? Big up Kevin. Highly Wanted said, why you think Klopp's retiring? I don't know. It seems strange. You know, he's got a rebuild underway. He's back in the Champions League next season. He's won a trophy. Maybe he's just physically tired. Seems to put a lot of energy into managing. Maybe he just needs the break. Fredo said, City worst team this season and we couldn't win it. I mean, it's still a very, very good team. Let's be real. It's not that bad, but, you know, it was just the fact we had it under our control. The atmosphere is very flat at the Emirates, as you can imagine. I'm sure all those fans now know that it's 2-0 to Man City and it's pretty much done and dusted. Latte said, we are Tottenham in a red kit. 20 plus years and counting. I've said that before. If we don't start winning trophies, we're Tottenham in a better kit. you know, the team that gets patted on the back for winning nothing. Everton on the counter-attack here. Dwight McNeil makes the overlapping run. They've got numbers here. Here's Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he hits the post. Calvert-Lewin hits the side netting. Jeez. There you go. Best opportunity of the game. We get hit on the counter-attack there. Anana. I can't believe he hit the post at the near post there. This game is rubbish, by the way, honestly. Rubbish game. Calvert-Lewin inside the area. Does the keeper. Goes near post. Hits the post. Shameless steak plug. Well, you got to get in there, you know. You got to get in there, Fleetwood, you know. The game is the game. Love your channel, bro. Big up. Appreciate the community locked in. Arsenal dominating possession, but... Here's Martinelli. Ben White finds Partey. Oh, dear. I'm feeling tired. Here's Martinelli. Gets to the byline. Drills it back. Havertz! Oh, Havertz again. Shots blocked. Gabriel shoots. His is blocked. Everton clear it. Is Havertz offside? Havertz. Finds Odegaard. Right foot stands it up. Back post. Declan Rice. Nobody there. Everton clear it. This could be a yawn along. I can't lie. It could be a yawn along, Beresford. We've dominated the game, but Everton have just hit the post with Calvert-Lewin. For all that possession, we haven't scored yet. Mr. Smith said I stopped watching it when City went 1-0 up. I was hanging on at 1-0, but 2 is sack Arteta and bring in Ancelotti. How do you get Ancelotti out of Madrid? He's probably going to win the Champions League, and he's won the league this season. Why would he want to leave? This is what I'm talking about. How we're the best defence in the league, we are giving up easy chances. Here come Arsenal again. Highly Wanted said Moyes got that West Ham team playing like a newly promoted team. That's why he's going, man. They've tapped out, man. Partey in possession. I'm not even seeing West Ham attack. It's not even like they're close to doing anything. Just give us some hope. At least get back to 2-1 and then make it a little bit nervy. Here's Ben White, right-hand side. Why are people so upset? Did anyone really think West Ham would do anything? We all hoped, I suppose, didn't we? Here come Arsenal. Trossard up against Seamus Coleman. Declan Rice. Trossard again. Edge of the box. Saliba. Great ball into Martinelli. Gets clattered. He's rolling around the penalty area. You're not going to get a free kick, bro. He won the ball. He might have took you out in the follow-through. Is Odegaard. Why did he not shoot? Keeper was off his line. Odegaard gets bullied off the ball. Martinelli's down injured. Everton kicked the ball out. Martinelli's holding on to his foot. We know he has had a foot injury this year. Get us Xabi Alonso. He's just gone invincible, hasn't he? I think he turned down Liverpool, and he played for them, so I doubt he comes to Arsenal. Do you know what makes matters worse? I think Son scored for Tottenham today. So typical that, innit? Was it him who scored? Or was it not him? Oh no, Kulusevski. Son got the assist. Martinelli looks in a lot of pain, by the way. We know he's had a foot injury this season. They're showing you the Calvert-Lewin chance. Gives Raya the eyes, hits the post. The rebound comes back to him. Side foots it and then just hits the side netting. There's another breaking play here. Martinelli injury. Arteta parking the bus at City. I can't understand, says Fredo. Latte, oh, I read that one. We are Tottenham in a red kit, 20 years and counting. Amara said this season is more painful than last season. Thank you for the wonderful season. Watchalongs. It was necessary for when man's at work. Big up, bro. Big up Amaru. Highly Wanted said, Moyes got that way. Oh, no, we read that one. War Eagle said, it's over. Thank you for the entertainment. We'll be looking forward to next year. Listen, it's over now. I've switched off. Like, it's mentally, I've switched off now. It's over. I'm not watching that Man City game thinking, oh, is something going to happen? No, it's done. It's done. West Ham will probably lose by more goals as well. Like, they are being dominated by City. So, I don't expect nothing to happen. I'm already now thinking beyond today. And people saying Martinelli's twisted his ankle, which would probably mean he would have to come off, I would imagine. Maybe Smith Rowe, Fabio would come on and probably go out wide. Roy Orbison, Curtis, it's over. Oh, man. He's trying to shake it off, Martinelli there. Dan said, Curtis, been a great season no matter how gutting this is, but cheers to the entertainment. Been a good season. Big up, Big C. Who's to blame for this season? I think you've got... I don't want to do the blame game and just blame one. I suppose... Listen, you'll always look at the manager because you'll say... You know, playing Havertz in midfield for half the season, playing Zinchenko at left back in big games, and Ketia getting starts at the start of the season. I suppose inexperience has cost us, to be honest. The manager was learning, and he got the better of us. Through ball looking for Havertz, he can't quite get there. We look very flat ourselves, to be honest. We look very flat. 4K people watching for tears, at least like the ting. Liverpool winning, apparently. Can you do Arsenal season post-mortem analysis video? Yeah, we could do something like that. Look at, you know, where we could have adjusted a little bit better. TNM said next season should be Arteta's last season if he doesn't win anything. I said what I said. It's time to win now. Big clubs are not sentimental. Here come Everton. Partey catches him on the edge of the area. Gets a yellow card. If anything, Everton look more likely to score than we do. Partey gets booked. This is not going well, is it? I mean, listen, it's irrelevant now anyway. Apparently, Isak scored 3-0 to Newcastle. Isak has 1 assist and 1 goal. Get him to the carpet. Forest winning 2-0. Chris Wood, the guy that couldn't score to save his life. Caicedo scored for Chelsea from the halfway line. McAllister has scored for Liverpool. Wolves are down to 10 men. They've had a player sent off. Tottenham are winning 1-0. Kulusevski and, of course, Man City winning 2-0. Phil Foden with both goals, people. Single biggest reason we've not won the title in 20 years. It's baked into the DNA. We are improving on that front, but still short. I think you're right. Kind of not winning kind of became a habit. Winning was a habit, then not winning became a habit, unfortunately. Free kick to Everton. Idrissa hits it up. Idrissa has scored. I mean, at this point, you know, what difference does it make? Idrissa Gana gives Everton the lead. Them fans might as well leave the stadium. At this point, I'm watching Comedy Central. Like, that might as well be Cedric the Entertainer, Chris Rock, and Martin Lawrence on the stage. I mean, it's typical Arsenal. I can't even be angry. It's over. It's over anyway. What difference does it really make? Typical Arsenal gonna go and get beat. Big deflection off Declan Rice. Beats the goalkeeper. Hits him in the head and goes in. I mean, it's a comedy channel at this point. It's stand-up comedy. People telling me we don't need a gunman. I told people the other day, don't ever get caught up in this Havertz run of form. He is not the answer up front. He is not the answer. Oh, dear. This is a bad Sunday, man. This is ridiculous. It's just... I don't even know what to say at this point. Vegas Gunner, if we are stuck with Arteta, upgrade Edu. He's learning on the job. Very wasteful. Some shady deals. We're losing 1-0 at home to Everton, man. Feels like the players are on the beach as soon as they found out City scored. It's a snooze along, says Mohammed. Curtis, mate, you've been brilliant this season. Thanks for your streams, your energy, and your passion, said the Flying Dutchman. Appreciate that, bro. I'm lost for words at this point. I'm just lost for words. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It could be an embarrassing day. Even if City win, we've still got to do our job and win the game and say, look, we've done all we can. We can't do anything more today, and we're losing. We are losing, people. Declan Rice. I don't know if that'll be given as a Declan Rice own goal. I think the shot might have been on target. So there's another injury here. Idrissa Gana, free kick. It looked like a decent free kick. Literally glances off Declan Rice's head. Raya can't get there. 1-0 down. The keeper's got no chance. Nothing he can do. There's no fault aimed at Declan Rice either. Arteta must be thinking, what is this? Is this April the 1st? City 2-0 up after 20 minutes. Arsenal 1-0 down. Vance said, I think we need this. We need to be ruthless. Let me tell you something. And I know a lot of people won't agree with what I'm saying. I don't even really need to say but City are going to win the league today. I think also sometimes a wake-up call is not a bad thing. There's a lot of people in this thought process that Havertz, and this little hot streak, well, he could score 20 next season. We need a striker. We need a proper striker next season, man. 100%. I don't know what to say. Here come Arsenal. Odegaard, this is a chance. Tomiyasu. Yes! Equaliser. Takahiro Tomiyasu. 1-1. Listen, as you can imagine, I'm not having a party. I'm definitely not in Iron Apple, in Club Ice or Black and White. If you've been there, you know, but it's an equaliser. At least we're not embarrassing ourselves. 1-1. Good finish, that. Lovely finish. It is hard for me to even celebrate. Good ball by Odegaard with the assist. Odegaard's going mad for the assist. I suppose the players obviously won't know, will they? They won't know that Man City are 2-0 up. A lot of the players are really celebrating. Tommy, good finish. Finish that like a striker. There's a corner to West Ham. This is about the best we can probably hope for. Come on, big Kurt Zuma header. Ball whipped into the back post. Come on, West Ham. Bicycle. Yeah! West Ham have scored! Come on! Mohamed Kudus. Bicycle kick. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare give me belief. Don't you dare. Don't go anywhere. Mohamed Kudus. Bicycle kick. Back post. Bouncing ball. What a goal. Ortega can't get there. Don't do it to me, please. Don't give me false hope. Don't do it. Well, I know, I'm sorry, I don't. Don't do it. Just take it. I'm going to take a breather. You know what's going to happen, Curtis. Foden will score the hat-trick. Haaland will score. But you never know. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Come on! Come on, West Ham. Look at Pepe's fuming. Puta madre and all of that. Just stay calm. Just stay calm. It gives us a bit of hope. And all I wanted was a bit of hope. A bit of hope. Listen, we're going to hang on in there. That's all we wanted was a bit of hope. I know everyone's saying in the comments, don't do it to yourself. And you shouldn't do it to yourself. But you can't help it, can you? You just can't help it. 2-1. Kudus promised Partey the title. Come on! Let's go. We got to win our game now. 7 minutes added on in the Arsenal game. Hey, City will get nervous. Trust me. They're not robots. I said, didn't I? Set piece. can cause them problems. What a goal, by the way, from Kudus. Bicycle or overhead kick. We should have signed him. Big up my bro Hakeem. Would have been great cover for Saka. He would have challenged him, in fact, with his direct running. Come on now. We need to win. Rice fouls him. Come on! West Ham, just get in at half-time. Or obviously equalise would be perfect, but don't concede. Don't concede. What a lovely finish that was by Tomiyasu, by the way. Right foot, side foot, bottom corner. Just a bit of... Go on, Tommy, lad. Good lad. Come on. Goal difference is equal. We know we can't draw. We have to win the game. It's irrelevant, the goal difference. We've got to win. Gabriel! Jeez! I thought he gave the ball to McNeil there. Come on, let's do our job. Ben White bombing forward. I can't stop watching the Man City game. I don't know why. It looks like the Arsenal fans have just found out about the goal. There's a lot of cheers in the stadium. Don't go anywhere! You stay there, people. There's a lot of you who are saying bye and going. Don't you go anywhere. We wait and see what happens. Now we could do with PGMOL. I'm with you, man, please. Man are doing West Ham's, please. Now we need PGMOL to kick in. That's what we need now. We need a red card. Man City are still on the ball, though, dominating, so don't get too carried away. Free kick to Everton. We got to do our job. Tomiyasu, that's a dodgy clearance. Wins a free kick. All City are attacking. I'm going big screen. We got a free kick. Doku is causing all sorts of problems. This Kufau. Oh my days. Haaland, what a miss. Haaland's missed from 8 yards out. Great movement. Oh, wow. How has he missed that? And thankfully he has missed that. I don't know how he's missed that. Let's go back to Arsenal. At least we got a little bit of excitement. Liverpool 2-0 up. I think set pieces. Set pieces is where West Ham might be able to do something. Zuma and them, man, are dangerous from set pieces. You know, I'm not just talking about when he kicks a cat either. Everton are making us work hard. Let's be honest. We don't look convincing ourselves. I still believe the song from Lost Boys. I don't know if this is better or worse. I hear you. At least it felt like it was just over. Nah, this is better. I want us to have a chance. I want us to have a chance. City in possession. Arsenal in possession. Smashed long by David Raya. Martinelli not having a lot of joy on that right. Odegaard looking for Havertz. Havertz having a poor game today. Palace are 2-0 up against Tottenham. That's got to be offside, Calvert-Lewin. Free kick to Arsenal. Big C, lock it off. We all know what will happen. No, I've got to be here. If there's any hope, I will do it. We will stick with it. Need Jesus on the right. Martinelli is not a right winger. He's just not having a good season, is he? Even on the left wing, right wing, it ain't happened for him. It's Trossard. Arsenal need to do their job. And then just hope. And 7 losses in a row. A high line for life, mate. It's just the way we do it. You know, we're going to always play like that. Sorry, that started in Australia, ended up somewhere in Fiji. We've had 7 minutes added on. We're in the 50th minute just now. 2 minutes left. Al says we look crap without Saka. Big up, Justin. Hope you're well. Let's hope a miracle happens. I need to turn over because West Ham are on the attack here. Oh, they got forced backwards. But whipped in. Oh, cleared away. Just whip crosses in, man. I'm telling you. Keep whipping crosses in. I can't help but keep watching this Man City game. Here's Thomas Partey. Hey, oh, over the bar. Tries to whip it in the corner. Goes over the bar. Ortega collects it. 30 seconds to go in the Man City half. Yeah, I would like to see Martinelli on the left against Coleman. He's not as, I don't know, he don't look great on that right-hand side. But then people would say hasn't been great on the left either. Yep, overhit by Rodri. Come on, Arsenal. Minute to go till half time. Partey's shot went over. Couple pigeons just fell off the roof. What's that? Offside again. Free kick to Arsenal. Martinelli is... Oh, it's half time in the Man City game. I take 2-1 after them being 2-0 down. Come on, let's do our job now. Martinelli, minute till half time. He hasn't done much, but to be honest, our whole attack hasn't done much. We haven't played that well. Partey. Odegaard. Ben White, that's a lovely touch. He's asking for a free kick. He doesn't get it. Well, I don't need to watch City for a little bit. They're at half-time now. 30 seconds left in the Arsenal game. Abdullah said we definitely need a winger to compete against Saka 100%. We need a winger in general, to be honest. We need a winger in general. Even the left wingers, you know, I know Trossard's put up decent numbers. But, right, there goes half-time. I mean, listen, we're not actually playing very well, and it's 1-1. But I would expect us to go on and win this game. We haven't played well at all. The Man City goal back for West Ham just keeps us there, you know, hoping. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, really. Listen, interesting half. The whole dynamics of everything were very interesting there. Let's get the halftime scores up. In the Premier League, we've got a full programme today. Manchester United 0-0 with Brighton. Brentford are 3-0 down to Newcastle. A goal and an assist from Isak. Arsenal's 1-1. Of course, Tomiyasu equalised from Idrissa's free kick. Chelsea winning 1-0 against Bournemouth. Amazing goal from Caicedo. About a yard inside his own half. Or inside the Bournemouth half. Lobbed the goalkeeper from the centre circle. Palace winning 2-0 against Villa. Mateta with both. Elise with an assist. What a season Mateta's having. Especially the end of the season. He's really kicked into gear. He has. Will he get a move? Be interesting if he got a move. I always think Mateta hasn't quite done enough yet to get the move, but he definitely looked good the last couple of months. And Liverpool beating Wolves 2-0 at home. Klopp's final game. McAllister and Kwanzaa with the goals. Semedo has been sent off in that game. That's the kind of decision we need in that Man City game. A dodgy red card to change the game. Fulham beating Luton 2-1. Morris with a goal for Luton. Jimenez and Traore for Fulham. And obviously Tottenham are beating Sheffield United 1-0. Kulusevski. Man City is 2-1. Foden put them a goal up after 2 minutes. Absolutely unbelievable finish. Let it roll across his body. Slapped it in the top corner. Second goal was a finish from inside the box. 2-0. You're thinking it's over. Lock off the stream. Kuda scores an overhead kick. Brilliant goal to give West Ham a little glimmer of hope. When I look at the stats for that game, 27% possession for West Ham and 2 shots. Man City have had 73% possession, 10 shots on target, 4 off target. Listen, it was similar to the game against Arsenal. They had 20-odd% possession. They had about 3 or 4 shots. They scored 2 goals. They got something out of the game. They actually beat us. So, listen, do I still expect City to win? Yeah, but the hope is there, people. We have to improve our performance. That's the first thing. We've got to actually win our game of football because we're not even winning. Law said, Al Hilal are undefeated. We are an experiment. Have they won the league undefeated? Johnny's World said, we are done. Let's go watch the cup being given to the best team in the league. Snake Eye said, don't do it to yourself. I know the hope is there. I can't avoid it. HR signed Kudus and some players from Villa. I'd take Leon Bailey, you know, as a right winger. Gunnar Carlos had just booked a half-time golf tee time. It's the hope that kills, says Gunnar Carlos. Sam Bond, Curtis, we are 45 minutes away from potential glory. I said pre-match, Kudus is dropping a masterclass. 2 more from him. Final score, 3-3. at the Empty-Had. If it happens, oh my days. Cormac, Curtis Daichi Vianj in a cage match, who's winning? Listen, mate, there's only one winner. I mean, listen, he's fought kangaroos and stuff like that. But when I was at Burnley, I fought lions every weekend, mate. You know, lions, giraffes, tigers. Anytime they came near me, I just punched them in the nose. And if that didn't finish them, I put them in a headlock. You know, we eat bricks, we eat wood, we eat concrete, mate. I'm stronger than a kangaroo, so Ange would have no chance. Absolutely no chance. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. 2-0, I was flat. I was demoralised. I put out tweets. I was fuming. And then on top of that, we went a goal down. I'm like, what on earth is this? Am I in artificial intelligence? Is this even real? We equalised. Tomiyasu, fantastic finish. We're still not playing well. But the fact we've equalised and the fact West Ham have got a goal back, I know everyone's saying the same thing. Don't do it to yourself. And I agree, but of course I'm going to. Of course I've got that glimmer of hope that West Ham are going to equalise and it's all going to be dramatic in the second half. I don't know. But the next goal will dictate. If it goes 3-1 to City, I don't think West Ham come back again. They need to equalise, you know, and frustrate City now. Pep looked fuming when they scored. El said, bro, I had already turned off the TV. I don't blame you. I was ready to walk off. Cooper said, why are we not in the new home kit? This Premier League rule, if it's possible for you to win the title in your last game of the season, you're not allowed to wear the new kit. You have to wear the kit that you've played in that season. So that's where we're at. Get the likes up to 4K. There's 5,500 people in the comments and over 51 of you on Twitch as well. Big up the whole C unit. Really appreciate all of your support this season. Absolute legends. Don't forget today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. QR code in the top corner. Click the link. Use the discount code Curtis to get 60% off your first order, 20% off your next 2 orders, and free dessert for life, people. The link is there. Click the link in the title and use the QR code. If not, get involved. Spice up your weekly shopping, people. In terms of spice, you know, that was a pretty plain first half from Arsenal, man. I remember when I used to play football professionally, and they used to give us pre-match. We used to bring our own seasoning to football because they were giving us plain chicken and rice. And I'm like, brother, you lot ever heard of flavour or seasoning? I need something to go on that. You know what I'm saying? And that was a pretty plain chicken first half from Arsenal. Marcel said the hope, and you know you're a Liverpool fan. You've raced this race before against Pep. Everything says City will score the next goal. Foden hat-trick. Haaland gets his goal. But that little bit of hope. Give me hope. Joanna, give me. I will be here. Hoping. I will. Mbelly said, honestly thankful for your podcast. It carried me throughout this season. Just want to big up this beautiful and wonderful channel. Appreciate your kind words, bro. Mr. Cool Bus Driver said, I know you're a man of principle, but have you ever come close to swearing on stream? Do you know what it is? Bro, of course, naturally, man. Like, when Son missed the other night, I don't naturally swear. It's just a habit I don't really do. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Every now and then you might slip up, but yeah. Listen, if I've ripped a shirt in half like Hulk Hogan, imagine how close I've been to, you know, mashing down swear words, you know? But, hey, discipline has been pretty good, to be honest. Mish said, get us Diamande, Bruno Guimaraes and Gyökeres. We will smash teams. I'll tell you something. All of that striker conversation, there's just no point entering a conversation where we're keeping Havertz as our number 9 next season. You have to buy a striker. You have to buy a top quality striker in the summer, regardless of the fact that he's had a hot streak in the second half of the season. He's not ruthless. He's not a natural goal scorer. We need more than him, to be honest. But we'll see. I think everyone in our starting 11 has scored. Apart from the keeper, of course. But Ben White, yeah, you're probably right. I reckon every outfield player has scored now. I think you're spot on there. Imagine Kai Havertz scoring the Aguero 90th minute. Well, I'll change my mind. I'll go straight to Emirates, print his name on my shirt. Simple as that, if he scored the winner. Jake said, yeah, big up Curtis. Been here for a few years now. Best community on YouTube. Been a roller coaster. Bro, we're still doing loop the loops, man. I feel sick. I need to get off. Samuel said, hopefully I'll meet you in person out there in LA. I already have my ticket for the game against Man United. I'll be there, bro. Hopefully. I'll be there. So give me a shout. Hopefully meet up with a lot of the community in America. Zwagan said, hey, Curtis, do you see... How do you see Smith Rowe being given the role like Foden? Seems Arteta not sure how to use him. A big loss if he leaves. I just don't think he's in his plans. I don't know why. Does he not train well enough? Is he not fit enough? I don't get it. This is a guy that got the 10 shirt, got the new deal, scored 10 goals that season, got in the England squad. Now he doesn't get anything. There's no trust in him. Listen, second half about to go after this break. We could be 45 minutes away just from what we expect to happen. But we could be 45 minutes away from history. And hope and belief is what makes football special. In reality, if we didn't have hope and belief, nobody would turn up for the first game of the season. You would all sit there and go, City will win the league, what's the point? But we're here because we're hoping something happens. A West Ham equaliser could change our lives. That's how real it is. Could actually change our lives. One goal. What you've got to hope now is that West Ham have figured out, listen, we've got to defend properly now. You've got 5 at the back, so why are you conceding chances every minute? They've started to defend a little bit better. Now you've scored, you've put a little bit of doubt in their mind now. I think set pieces is the key. James Ward-Prowse, set pieces is the key. I had a feeling City were going to struggle on that corner. They got big players in there. Mavropanos, Zuma, they are big guys. And Ward-Prowse got an excellent delivery. So, listen, keep that bit of hope. I know people are saying don't do it, and I get you. But keep that little bit of hope. Don't get carried away with it, but keep it. That's what football is all about. SC Guna, thank you very much, bro, for your kind donation. Really appreciate it. He said, much love, Big C. Thanks for being my virtual mate at the Emirates every week. And big up the best community, hands down as well. Big up to you, SC Guna. Really appreciate that. Very kind. I know you've been a member of the channel for a while as well. So big up. Let's get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. And take a breather, because when this second half starts, this could be absolutely madness what we're about to watch. But yeah, big up SC Gunner with the super chat. Eric said, if this works out for us, I want a loud F yes from you, Big C. Man's trying to get me to do, things that are going to disrupt the flow of the channel. But listen, we'll see. We'll see. Big up Eric. Thank you for your super chat, bro. Really appreciate it. Although, what you're asking from me is a bit crazy. Mohammed said, big up, man, like C-Unit. C-Unit. Big up your damn self, bro. Big up all of you locked in. Nearly 6,000 of you. Legends tuned in at half-time. Big up Salman and said, thanks, Curtis, for keeping us locked into Arsenal. I'll be having mixed feelings, but you keep me locked in. Bro, I've got mixed feelings. I've got real mixed feelings. 1 minute, I'm like, get rid of Arteta, not good enough, won't win us nothing. The next minute, I'm like, you know what, mix the concrete, get the statue built if he wins the title. I'm probably somewhere in between those two situations. That's where I'm at. Type up the P45, eat waffles on stream ASMR. Like, it's Arsenal. It's an Arsenal thing. I'll be honest. Arsenal make you emotional as a fan. It's not just what's happened under Arteta. It's years of Wenger needing a defensive midfielder and buying another attacking midfielder. Needing a striker and not buying one. It sent us insane. Getting battered by the big teams. Emery came in, nearly sorted it out, but it fizzled out quickly. There's a lot of PTSD with Arsenal. LSU, thank you very much, bro. He's gifted 5 Curtis Shaw TV memberships to the community. Probably for the West Ham goal, or maybe the Arsenal goal, actually. I don't know. But either way, at least we have a little bit of hope. We have a little bit, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. You just need a bit of hope. Second half coming up after the break. This is it now, people. This is it. This is it. No more. No letting go. No holding back. West Ham surely have gone in at half time with some belief that you've got a goal back. You're in the game. City haven't managed to score the third. There has to be some belief. This is it. First of all, Arsenal, we got to look in the mirror and do our own job. This is 1-1. We're not playing well. We need to score a couple of goals. Not even 2-1. Like, I don't even want to speak this into existence, but can you imagine a situation where West Ham equalised and we're not winning our game? And it's like that would just be absolute disastrous. But listen, I believe we're going to win this game. And then let's hope. What I want us to do is score early so it all filters through to Man City. Oh, Arsenal are now winning. Then they're under pressure. West Ham grow into the game. Ward-Prowse set pieces. And then we go from there. Keep that hope. Keep that bit of hope. What is football without hope? West Ham and Man City players walking back onto the pitch in their game. Antonio, Kudus. Antonio said on his podcast, Arsenal are going to win the league. He said they're going to get at least a draw against Man City. So let's see. It looks like the Arsenal game might kick off before. LSU gifted another 5. I thought that was the same ones. Bro, thank you very much. I'm assuming he's done 5 for the Arsenal goal and 5 for the West Ham goal. Legend, bro. Always supporting the channel. Big up LSU Gunner. Mohammed, thank you for the super chat, bro. Crazier things have happened. I'm waiting for the Bowen goal. Bro, you'll be waiting a long time. Jared Bowen's not in the squad today. He's out with tonsillitis, so not Jared Bowen. We need Kudus and Antonio and Paqueta. That's the 3. Or Ward-Prowse set piece. That would be good as well. He is very good at set pieces. So they've got players there who can score. Which game is going to kick off first? I'm not sure. Surely now they will kick off at the same time because the first half, our game kicked off later than theirs, which didn't make sense really. City about to get underway. Arsenal about to get underway. This is it, people. The final 45 minutes of the Premier League season. What is going to happen? Are we... Oh, the joke went over my... He's done me. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking clearly at the moment. Here we go. Final 45 minutes of the season. Man City are underway. Their game's kicked off. Arsenal still has not kicked off. Here we go. This is it. No turning back. Come on. Everton to get us underway. Anana kicks off. Here we go. It's the final half of the 2023-2024 season. Is this going to be a season that we look back on in years to come and, you know, tell the grandkids about? You know, we won the title in 24 on the last day. West Ham drew. We won. We nicked it off them. It was scenes. Let's hope so. Martinelli is still on. Arsenal haven't made any changes at half time. Man City game has kicked off just before us. Mark Randon, Big C, I had the pleasure to meet you with my son Daniel in Washington, D.C. Keep up the great work. I still believe. Big up, Mark. Big up you and your son, bro. Appreciate your support on the channel. Great meeting the fans out in D.C. I enjoyed D.C., man. We had a good night out in D.C. as well. Part A in possession. Arsenal keep the ball well. Dylan said, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, people. We need a couple goals now. Couple for Arsenal. Oh, Tomiyasu, man. Trying to do a back heel. Gives the ball away. Make or break. Let's go. 3-point collecting, Mohammed. You're right, bro. We got to win. And then hope. Gorav said, see, you are the most entertaining watch-along in the Premier League. I always have the game and your channel on the other device. Game feels incomplete without your watch-along. We need a season detox video. Bro, big up for the support. I suppose what happens over the next 45 minutes, you know, we'll decide what the discussion is. We'll be partying if we win. But if not, you know, we'll be breaking down where it went wrong. Ball whipped in by Martinelli. Havertz wins the header. It goes wide. 2-1 to Chelsea. Was Chelsea... I don't even know what... Who scored for Chelsea? No, it was 1-0 last time I checked. I thought it was 1-0. Oh, people saying Sterling scored. Sterling scored. Hopium, I know, Pat, but that's all I got right now. The atmosphere is a bit flat. I think with Arsenal now at the Emirates, so many fans go and get food and drink, and they take a while to get back in their seat. Trossard's fouled there. West Ham need to keep it 2-1 till the 80th. I mean, listen, ideal world, they've already equalised, but I get what you're saying. 2-1 would make Man City nervous with 15, 20 minutes to go. Here's Trossard. Cuts inside. Can we score? Trossard runs into traffic. Don't foul. Everton have the ball. We actually haven't played very well today. I'm not going to lie. Had the pleasure to meet you on your YouTube channel. Big up, bro. Take off Havertz for Jesus. He's not playing very well today up front, is he? I'm just watching this City game. There's a throw into Everton on the edge of their own box. I reckon Pep would have had a go at them at half time. I don't think he would have been happy with that. He will be desperate for them to score early. West Ham, just hang on in there. Hang on in there and just grow and wait until you get them set pieces. That might be the way they get them. Everton are on the attack, though. We've still got to make sure we do our job. Arsenal win the ball back. Man City are all over West Ham, by the way. Flick on there from Odegaard goes to Pickford. Pickford collects it. Arsenal are getting caught out in midfield. Look at Onana there just running for our midfield, man. I don't like that. Mario, thank you for the super sticker, bro. Really appreciate it. Big up. De Bruyne almost scored. Still 2-1 though. Almost means nothing. Havertz having a tough game. He's been wrote off there. Tarkowski should get a yellow card. He does get a yellow card for that. Yellow card for Tarkowski. We look at Havertz's first touch. Got away from him anyway. He's trying to tackle his own first touch. But he's lucky there. Wins the free kick. Yellow card to Tarkowski on the halfway line. Franklin said, I've been a member for 25 years. Since 1980. 25 years before... Oh, I've been a member since 1980. 25 years before YouTube was invented. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. In your mind, you was already a member. Big up Unknown C. What's good, Curtis and community? Just joined second half. How we doing? We're not playing great. I'm not going to lie. We're not playing great. It was done and dusted at one stage, but West Ham getting a goal back and us equalising give us a little bit of hope. Partey over the top. Can White keep it in? No. I was out for a goal kick. Foden almost scored another screamer. I wasn't even watching it. I'm going to keep my eye on both. As long as he didn't score, I don't care. Donahue said, was on the plane to Jamaica listening to We Win. Now my suitcase is packed to come to the parade. It's going to happen. I hope so. I really hope so. Really hope so. Our midfield today is not at it. It's not at it at all. I don't know what's going on. I just keep seeing Onana just drive through our midfield. We're very open. Very open in defence. In midfield, sorry. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is there. Pickford collects, smashes it long. Martin said, Big C, want to say thanks for the streams. Been subscribed since 2021. Don't get to comment a lot due to work and travelling. Big up Martin Shanahan, man. Appreciate that. Ball kicked long there by David Raya. Great touch by Martinelli. That's better. Come on, Partey. Get us going. Get us going. Let's do our job and score the second goal. We need to put pressure on City. They need to be getting messages. Yo, Arsenal are winning. One West Ham goal and it's over. That's what we need. Let's stop waiting for them to do something. Here come Arsenal. Declan Rice, left-hand side. Tomiyasu on the overlap. Can we score? Palace are cooking Villa 3-0. Wow, crazy. Palace have been in great form under this new manager. He's doing a really good job. He's being linked with a Bayern Munich job. Here's Odegaard. Twisting, turning. Finds Thomas Partey. That's a lovely ball into Ben White. Ben White drills it across. It's blocked. Goes out for a throw-in down by the corner flag people. Oh, who now scored for Bournemouth a minute after Sterling scored. So, yeah, 2-1. They got a goal back. This is going to be a nervy second half, that is for sure. West Ham still 2-1. Throw into Everton, down by their own penalty area. We've got to step up. At the end of the day, we're asking for West Ham to score and do us a favour. We've got to do ourselves a favour. We've got to win the game ourselves. Ben White to take the throw-in. Great throw-in that. Martinelli tries to chest it down. He loses possession. Throw into Arsenal. No, we can't have fake scores. We can't have that. Don't do that, people. Luton against Fulham is 3-2 now to Fulham. It'd be interesting to see what changes he makes because Havertz is struggling up front. He's not getting a lot of the ball. He's not looking after it. And he needs to look after it. Everton again in possession. Ball over the top. You got to cut that out. It's a great ball, by the way. Good defending, Gabriel. That's a foul. Decore's pulled him. Hey! Come on, Decore. That's a potential red card. I'm sorry. I don't know what he did there. Did he elbow him in his back? That's got to be a potential. He gets a yellow card. That could have been a red. That could have been a red. Decore. It looked like he elbowed Gabriel in his back there. Gabriel's hurt as well. You've got to do a VAR check on that, surely. Surely that's a VAR check. Was it a punch? He doesn't want the physio, but where's the VAR check? Gabriel does well. He holds off Decore. Tries to fling him off. Oh, I don't know. What did he do there? Did he slap him? He's pulling Gabriel's shirt. I don't know what's happening there. It looks crazy. I don't know whether he'll get... Nah, he's not getting a red. They've said play on anyway, so it's not going to be a red card given. Looked a bit naughty from him, though, that's for sure. Goonie Goo Goo, what a name. Thanks for the top content all season. Blessings. Big up to you. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for the support. Great numbers. Over 5,000 of you locked in. Martinelli, right-hand side. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's cleared, though. And Calvert-Lewin gets it. Looking for the counter-attack. Trossard gets shrugged off. Our end product has not been good enough. That final ball has got to be better. Everton still have possession. Long diag from Tarkowski. Looking for Dwight McNeil. That goes out. Ben White gets hold of it and it's a throw-in. Throw-in to Arsenal down by their own corner flag. Make sure you hit the likes, people. Let's get them likes up. 4,000 likes, definitely. Final day of the season. Here's Trossard. Leandro Trossardinho. Jamal said, Arteta out, not the man to bring us titles. I mean, let's see in 35 minutes before we have that convo. Here's Ben White. That's a terrible pass. Looking for Odegaard. West Ham are hitting us on the break here. If he plays the right ball, someone go to the ball. Why are you all backing off? That's dangerous. Declan Rice does enough there to cut that out. They are hitting us on the counter-attack. I can't believe it. They look the more dangerous team. Ball out wide. Coleman. How are we getting sprung on the counter-attack by Everton like that? They're actually playing really well. Which I said, Sean Dyche, they'll be on the edge of the box. They'll hit us on the break when they can. And that's what they're doing. That's what we need West Ham to do. Defend, frustrate, and then counter-attack. Johnny said, I want 5k likes. Why not? That'll do us. 5k likes would be great. Spurs are winning 2-0. I mean, Sheffield United, it's not difficult. Gabby looks hurt. Listen, if he caught him in the back, that would be painful. That would be painful. Yeah, he's hurt, man. Gabby's in a bad way. His arm's just hanging as he's running. Yeah, I think he's done. Arm up. Yeah, he's done. Gabby's off. Gabriel Magalhaes off. Who will they go for? I'd love to see Timber, but they won't, will they? They'll go... Who will they go for, actually? Kivior? Would you go Kivior left back? Tomiyasu centre back? Or would you put Ben White centre back? It's done him. He might have done his ribs there, you know. He could have broke his ribs or something. Gabriel coming. That shows how bad a challenge it was. You've done the guy's ribs. I've had to put the City game on the big screen for a minute while he gets treatment. Please don't bring Zinni on. He probably will, won't he? There you go, Zinchenko. Zinni! His thought process will be, we're having a lot of the balls. Zinchenko's good on the balls, but Tomiyasu centre-back. Will he put Tomiyasu centre-back or put Tomiyasu right-back and move Ben White to centre-back? I don't know. I would have loved to have seen Timber come on, but ultimately he's been out for so long. He's not going to trust him to play over half an hour. You know, he's going to want him to play maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Just watching City for a minute, see how it's going. West Ham, I got so many players back. Just frustrate them and, you know. Oh, no. They've scored. It's over. It's over. Lock it off. It's over now, people. Rodri, who else? Clutch. It is done and dusted. I will not... I'm switching the game off now. The City game. It's over. Rodri, 3-1. Game, set, and match. How did the keeper not save that? It's done. All that hype and hopium at half-time. Delete it, forget it. Title over. They've won it. Side foot from the edge of... I think the goalkeeper should do better. I don't rate the goalkeeper on that. He's on the edge of the box. He side-footed it, man. React. You get a hand on it. Maybe there's too many bodies in the way. He doesn't see it. It's not even in the corner. He side-footed it like a pass. I'm sorry, Areola, man. You got to do better. I'm not even going to get angry. I'm not even getting angry. What's the point? I went mad with Son's miss the other day. It's pointless. It's over. It's been over. Pep Rodri scored the winning goal in the Champions League final. How was Areola not saved that? Done and dusted, people. Done and dusted. False hope. Lock it off. We're not even winning anyway. What's the point? What is the point? We can't even beat Everton. Ashley Young overhits the pass. It's over. I'm leaning back like Fat Joe. We've played awful anyway. We've been awful. We're struggling to break down Everton. Once you give Man City control, man, they're not going to let it go. Martinelli whips it in. Here's Trossard. Great touch. I mean, it's pointless, isn't it? It's pointless. Same old, same old. Curtis, you should be angry with our team not winning against Everton. I am, but it's the whole situation. It's the whole situation. Did you see Man City's media clipped you and troops over that Son miss? Nah, I didn't even see that. I didn't see it, mate. Do you know what? I was tempted to go to this game today. I'm glad I didn't. It would have just been painful to watch. Zinni on 3-1 City. It's been a pleasure, Dre. Zinni's on and they've scored 3-1. Like, you just got to take a break, can't you, at this point? You got to just take a break and relax. We're not even actually winning. That's what's even crazier. We're not even winning our game. Palace are beating Villa 4-0. Mateta hat-trick. Jeez. That guy's cooking right now. He's moving like a B-Tech Drogba. It's a corner to Man City. I don't even want to look at their game anymore. It's painful to watch. Absolute agony to watch. Arsenal in possession. This game's boring. It's like a training game. It's actually like a training game, this. Half a chance there again for City. Don't know what to say. Yeah, it's not 3-2. Fake scores, we got to stop them, people, if we can. Oh, listen, Arsenal are struggling to win the game anyway. Everton are just hitting us on the break. Look how easy that is, man. They're running rings round us. Calvert-Lewin, Decore makes the run. Saliba, don't let him do that. Calvert-Lewin, good save by Rail. Do you know what? I can't even get hyped. I can't. It's impossible. I think even if we scored now, I would struggle to celebrate. Allegri is available. I don't know. Allegri's stock's gone down a lot, you know. He's really been poor this season. And the style of football has not been great. Come on, Arsenal. At least win the game and say you did what you could do. Paul said, does the disrespect on Saka stop? Our right side is dead without him. Zach said, maybe on the bright side, the club see we need a proper gunman. Yeah, you can't look at this game today and say, oh, we don't need a striker, we've got Havertz. That ain't going to do nothing. Martinelli, poor, hits Pickford, goes out for a corner. Apparently it's 5-0 to Palace. They are annihilating Aston Villa. But Villa have done their job. They're probably not bothered. They've probably been partying all week. They've got Champions League football after one season. This is painful. This is really painful. Corner to Arsenal. Odegaard whips it in. It's headed away. At the moment, with the current scores, Man United will finish 8th. That will leave them without a European place at all. Even if they were winning, actually. A Newcastle win stops them. So Man United will not be in Europe next season, as things stand. Chelsea are going to finish 6th as things stand. Corner whipped in. Comes out to Declan Rice. Rice shoots. It's high and wide and not very good. Throw the bag at Don Carlo. Give him 2 seasons. Madrid would release him. Oh, man. Mateta's got 4, apparently. What is going on with him? That's what you call a hot streak. Premier League giving Farmers League vibes. Thought people said Saka was the problem. Yeah, far from it. TV1 said, Curtis, I know it wouldn't matter. I'm really annoyed with the performance. This is not a performance from a team potentially going for a title. We couldn't but put pressure on City at 2-1. I mean, listen, those players don't know on the pitch what's happening. So you've come out for a second half knowing that West Ham have got a goal back and it's 2-1 and you've got to handle your business. And this is the way you're going to play. Go through the motions. And one thing I've always said with Arsenal Football Club, this team struggles to deal with pressure. This club struggles to deal with pressure. We've proved it for well over a decade. You know, losing in Baku. Every time we seem to have a target, we struggle to make that target. When we went for top 4, we finished 5th. When we were top 8 points clear, we finished 2nd. When we were top, we finished 2nd. You know, we don't often fulfill our start of the season target. Last year, top 4 was the one. But obviously, being 8 points clear, you would have changed that throughout the season. But yeah, this performance unacceptable. There was tickets online for £700 this morning. Imagine paying £700 and going to watch this. This is shocking. Martinelli's done nothing on the right. Cuts in on the left. Stands up back post. Havertz! Oh, he's hit the post. And he's offside. Wouldn't have counted anyway. He's offside. Kamani said, facts, Curtis. Whenever we have an opportunity to capitalise, we fail. Rinse and repeat. Can't deal with the pressure at all. We can't. We can't, I'm afraid. It's been happening for years. Yeah, the odd FA Cup, we've proved we can do it in a cup competition. But in the league, over a sustained period of time, we seem to always struggle. We hit a brick wall at some stage and stumble, and then, you know, we have it in our hands. Everton look pretty comfortable on the ball. Here we go, though. Havertz finds Odegaard. Oh, it's awful. Rice just about manages to keep it. Small rip in the armpit, full refund sentence. Bro, I took the tags off, but I've got the tags. They can get stuck back on, and a small tear. Look at Martinelli. You're running down a blind alleyway, mate. You ain't got a clue what's down there. You're just running into it. Lost possession. This team is built off nice vibes. Shaking my head, no dog in them. I say it all the time, bro. They need to stop listening to North London Forever. Put DMX on. It's all too nice. Smith Rowe and Timber. Yeah, I like that. I'm happy about that. It's not a lot. Timber coming back. Brilliant. Smith Rowe, you finally remembered this guy plays football. Give him a chance. And he's getting a decent run out. Fredo, thank you for that super chat, though. Dr. Seymour, the sad thing that Arteta sexuals won't admit, Big C, is that any experienced manager given the same amount of time, money, patience, and questioned authority and support wins consecutive major honours. I mean, maybe. Oh, wow. Rice clamped Tarkowski there. I think he'll get a yellow for that. There might even be a VAR check. You're right. Listen. Yeah, Rice gets a yellow. I mean, Emery wasn't great at Arsenal, especially in that second season, but he got 18 months and they binned him. You give an Arteta 4.5 seasons, so, Ben White comes off, Timber comes on. Good to see Timber back. I suppose it's a small victory in a disappointing situation. Timber's on. Unknown C said, Havertz listens to Taylor Swift before he's got Taylor Swift written all over him. There's no way he's ever listened to DMX. There's just no way. Eze hat-trick. What is going on over there? Palace are going mental. Palace are having a whole heap of fun. Somebody said Mateta hat-trick. Is it 6-0? Or is it 5 still? Mateta had... Here come Arsenal anyway. Trossard. City game. City are all over West Ham. Here's Trossard. Hasn't got the pace. Coleman locks him up. I said Coleman was 85. I mean, Trossard's got grey hair. Maybe he's 95. Because he can't get past Shameless Coleman. Shameless Coleman. I can't believe we're not winning. Man United have taken the lead in that game. Dalot has scored. It won't make no difference. They will still miss out on Europe because Newcastle. Although Brentford have made it 3-2. A Brentford equaliser would put Man United in the Conference League. Whether they would want to be in the Conference League anyway, I don't know. But the fact we're not winning is Timber. A Timber goal would be unbelievable. That's a foul, ref. Doesn't give it. How is that not a free kick? This day has not been good, man. Look, now Saliba gets wiped out by Calvert-Lewin and he kicks the ball away. This guy was wearing a sarong at one stage. Now he's being all aggressive. Like, what's going on? Nothing's happened second half, has it? We haven't scored. West Ham haven't scored. Done and dusted. What we got left? 20 minutes to go. I can't wait for this game to finish. I got to be honest. It's boring. We know nothing's happening. It's a pre-season game now. I won't mind. This is basically the first game of our pre-season. I won't mind Timber scoring or Smith Rowe. I want us to win the game still, but yeah, it's done. It's done. That third goal was finished off West Ham. Great ball. Here's a chance. Trossard pulls it back. Odegaard. What a save. Pickford. Smith Rowe is blocked. Oh, I wanted him to score, man. We're throwing handbags at it. South London's finally said I'm logged out. I'm with you. Will you still be an Arsenal fan, Nick? I'm pretty sure I will be, my friend. Yes, I will be. But I'm not happy. I'm definitely not happy. I'm tired as well from watching Arsenal. They're draining. They're a draining football club, man. Cormac said, for all the criticism, Saka is a massive loss. You're right, bro. Massive, massive loss. Corner to Arsenal. 18 minutes to go. Can we find a winner? Can we get a late winner? Wouldn't make any difference, but psychologically, you've got to do your job at the end of the day, haven't you? You know, you can't just not do your own job. Penalty to Newcastle. Typical, innit? Chris Wood scoring goals when we needed him the other week. Wow, Timber absolutely clamped Dwight McNeil there just to let everyone know he was back. Sign Mateta. I mean, I've always said I don't think Mateta's ready for Arsenal, but he's playing like a beast, I can't lie. It's a great block on Smith Rowe. I think it was a Nana. What a touch that is from Odegaard. I think he should have hit it with the second touch. It's a good save, though, by Pickford. Saves it with his legs. Gonna need another fruit shoot, bro. We need some more red stripe. We haven't won a trophy again. Don't embarrass ourselves by drawing this game. Havertz just does not get taken off, does he? 17 minutes to go. He could have quite easily been substituted. Jesus on the bench. Here's Trossard. 25 yards out. Shoots. It's blocked. We look short of ideas at the moment. I can't lie. Here's Havertz. Finds Smith Rowe. Have a pop. Smith Rowe shoots. Poor shot. Goes wide. This game stinks. This game's been awful. I'm so glad I didn't pay to watch this and drive down there and watch this rubbish. This performance has been terrible. You've got the Premier League trophy in the stadium, 40 medals, a whole heap of the Invincibles players, and you're drawing 1-1, going through the motions, getting hit on the counter-attack by Everton. This is a shocking way to end the season. Listen, I would have been critical anyway, but at least the club should have stood up and done their own job. Say, listen, we won the game. Osimhen is going to play Conference League with Napoli. Well, we got, you know, I put a tweet out the other day saying, Arsenal, don't bother signing someone like Sesko, some project. Go and get Osimhen or Gyökeres or Isak or somebody. I don't want no project. People were justifying it, of course. I'd love for United to play Conference League. Newcastle have scored the penalty. So they won't be. Bruno Guimaraes with the goal. Isak, 1 goal, 1 assist. Bruno with a goal. That is Man United out of Europe next season. Barring a minor miracle. Here come Everton. Rolled across. Beto. Arsenal clear it. Cannot believe the way we're playing. I'm actually in shock at how bad we're playing. I'm really shocked. Did not expect this. Thought with all that support and the fan base and the Invincibles and the trophy being there. But I tell you, I said it before, people hate it. This club does not deal with pressure well. They don't. They don't deal with pressure well. Is that still in? It is still in. Now the ref blows for the throw. Havertz had scored, but it was out for a throw and it doesn't count. City are going through the motions now, just keeping the ball. West Ham look like... West Ham players have got their passports in their sock, mate. They're going straight to the airport. They don't give a damn about this game. 4 in a row for Manchester City. 4 in a row. Michael said they can't handle the heat. Inverted pressure. How is Havertz still on this pitch? Seriously. 76 minutes gone. How much more do you need to watch of him dropping this performance before you get him off and do something else? The favouritism is too much. It's too heavy. You stick by your players too. You've got some better players there, or players that, while you're not playing well, should get taken off. And here we go, just as I say it, Jesus coming on. You could have done it 15 minutes ago. TNM said, pressure against Bayern Munich, lose, FA Cup, lose, EFL Cup, lose, last day, we need a winner to lead this team, come on. Even if we know now we're not going to win the league, City are not going to fumble it, I expect Arsenal to win their game at home and at least say, we did what we could on the last day, we couldn't do anything else. Don't let yourselves down by drawing. Vivek said, Arteta was talking so much. I brought the trophy to the Emirates trophy count. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Gives me peace after that 5-0 battering. Hey, relax, man, but I hear you. Fredo said, Onana as boss Partey. Onana's been excellent today. Their midfielders dominated us. I'm not even going to cap. I think Rice and Partey have been average. Is Martinelli right-hand side? Just cross it. Stop trying to run all the time. Timber. Listen, Timber's the bright spark of this performance, seeing him back playing. And he clattered McNeil as well, which shows he's obviously got some confidence in his injury that he had. Rice, that is a terrible pass. This game's been so bad. So bad. Oh, mate, can you imagine if City were losing or drawing and we were doing this? I bet. Who's he bringing off? Trossard. I told you, this guy will not take Havertz off a football pitch if he can help it. Jesus comes on. That loss to Villa, man. They told me I overreacted. They told me I overreacted. And that was the game. At home, Villa, multiple chances first half. You don't take them. You get hit on the counter-attack. You've got the wrong left-back on the pitch. And then you get done again and it's over. People say, yeah, but we've only lost one game since January. But we had to go on a run like that because of what happened at the start of the season, unfortunately. Losing to Fulham, drawing to Fulham, losing to West Ham, drawing to Tottenham at home. Them games meant that we had to go on a run like that. We had to. We had no choice. So, giving away. Good defending by Gabriel Jesus. Man's meant to be on the pitch scoring goals. He's at centre-back. It's a good tackle, though. I agree that was the game along with Fulham and West Ham. Yeah. The only reason I pick out Villa is because Fulham and West Ham was before Villa. So even though we dropped points against Fulham and West Ham, we still got ourselves in a position where we had it in our own hands. Villa actually took it out of our hands. Martinelli, he's just... Some of his crossing today is so poor. And you're hitting that like a shot, bro. Who's going to get on the end of that cross? Peter said we need a left winger and a striker. I'm not going to lie. I've always been pretty like... Oh, you know, we don't need a left winger, but maybe we do, you know. I swear down, Sutton ain't right here. Martinelli this season. Trossard, more of an impact player at times. TV1 said, it's all right, though. We will beat City in the Community Shield. I mean, finishing second and getting the Community Shield's like you're not even really meant to be there. The Community Shield is meant to be the FA Cup winners against the Premier League winners, but because City won both last season, they gave it to the second place team. So it was almost like we weren't even meant to be there. We'll probably get it this season because City will win the league and then City will beat United in the FA Cup and we'll get the Community Shield. And we'll probably win that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. West Ham have done. Antonio's coming off. It's just a goodbye parade now for... He's bringing on youngsters. It's a goodbye parade for David Moyes now, so that game's pretty much done. Havertz should have been out for Jesus. Fraud Teta says, El, highly wanted. Said, real talk, why don't we have friends in London? Nelly stinks, says Thermal. By Kudus. Listen, we should have bought him last season. I don't know why we didn't. Here's Jurian Timber. Urian Timber, actually, I was told it is. Not Jurian. Urian Timber. Odegaard, free kick to Arsenal, 35 yards out. This half's been awful. Rory said, unpopular opinion, Ramsdale stays next season. I think he only stays if he plays. I don't see how he plays. Because we will complete the signing of Raya on a permanent. And then he's not... I don't see him all of a sudden dropping him. So... What makes you think he would stay? Like, what's your explanation? He's not going to stay on the bench for another year, surely. He said Southgate told him he needs to play. Free kick to Arsenal, whipped in, headed away. We've been bullied by Everton today. I don't care what anyone says. Anana in midfield has bossed us today. He's been superb. He might be somebody we need to get. Man United are 2-0 up. It won't make a difference. They'll still finish 8th because Newcastle are 4-2 up. Declan Rice, man's playing 1-2s with Raya on the halfway line. What is that? Maybe Ramsdale will stay next season. This guy. Arsenal managed to get a throw. This game's been pathetic. I don't want to come across too harsh. This game's been pathetic. Honestly, what can you take out of this? title could have been on the line. Let's face it, those players haven't got, Dre Beats headphones on. They haven't been told, oh, by the way, lads, City are winning 3-1, so just go through the motions. They came out at 2-1. For all they know, West Ham could have equalised. Imagine we was waiting on an Arsenal winner to win the Premier League. And this is all you can offer against Everton. Martinelli! Smith Rowe, it's the crossbar! That could have been a moment. Are you fit, bruv? I mean, I literally can't wait for this game to finish. I'm done. I'm exhausted. It's like being 3-0 down on Pro Evo. You just got to hand the pad over. I need a break. Pep will make a lot of signings. He knows we're getting close. I keep saying to people this thought process that don't worry, though, we'll win it next season. I like that optimism, but you need to explain it to me because I'm seeing the guys that Pep's being linked with. I'm hearing his interview and his frustration with the fact Real Madrid have won the Champions League and the fact Real Madrid are then going to add Mbappe to that. Pep ain't going to... The window Pep had this season is possibly one of the worst windows he's had since he was Man City manager. He hardly strengthened that team. You lost Mahrez, Gundogan, Laporte. You brought in Vardiol, who's come up clutch at the end of the season. Doku, who's been more of an impact player. Núñez hasn't really done anything. You could argue that was not a good window for Man City. This summer, you watch. Think he's going to sit there and watch Real Madrid win the Champions League and bring in Mbappe and just sit there and go, oh yeah, we'll just have another soft window. He's going to go mad. He's going for Musiala and them, man. He wants stars in the summer. Free kick to Arsenal. I think Havertz has been booked. I'm not sure why. Can't believe he's still on the pitch. Odegaard whips it in high. Flicked away. We don't even look like scoring. NBA Watchalong, I'm ready. So am I. I'm taking a break from football. Zinchenko slips. Everton are on the break here. 4 against 4. Oh, he has a heavy touch. Good tackle, Declan Rice. We were in trouble there. Yeah, even Kovacic hasn't been amazing. Here come Arsenal. Martin Odegaard gets out wide. Martinelli, please lift your head up. What are you doing? Pick someone out. Honestly, a year ago, Martinelli was potentially my favourite player. This guy has got rice pudding for a brain, I'm telling you. What is it? You're crossing the ball. Why are you hitting it like a shot? No one's going to convert that, bro. You're hitting it like you're knuckleballing it. And it goes straight to the Everton player anyway. This guy never picks a player out. Onana wants to move. He's auditioning. He's played very well today. He really has. Here's Odegaard, 25. Hit it! It's on your left foot. Zinni whips it in. Pickford, no, he heads out for a corner. Why is Odegaard not shooting from there? Morpheus said people still want to replace Saka. I told you, bro. Fredo said they said stop overreacting. Ah, dear. West Ham have done nothing. They've got a youngster up front. Just end the game, end the season, start the transfer window. I'm with you. I want this game over. We need the AFCON ref. Just blow full time now. Corner whipped in, headed away. Loads of police there. I think they'll probably be trying to stop a potential pitch invasion. Timber! Timber! Oh! Timber! Headed over. It was Jesus. Apologies. I thought it was Timber. Headed over. Corner to Arsenal. What is going on with Martinelli, man? On the ball, he looks like he doesn't know what day it is. Honestly, it's crazy. West Ham on the attack. Kudus, have they got anything? No, it's a corner. No goal. Give it. There's Jesus. You're going to get clamped. Seeing it a mile off. Yeah, he loses the ball. Everton have actually played really well. I think they've dominated the midfield. I think they've been the better team in midfield. I don't like how we've played against them. Onana and them guys have bullied us. Come on, Martinelli, lift your head up, please. Havertz! Oh, he puts it over. That sums up the game. We have been awful today. Is it the Spanish Brendan Rodgers can't get over the line? I've said that for 2 years. Oh, West Ham have scored. Don't do it, don't. Don't. It's too late. It doesn't matter. It's a consolation. Don't react to it, Curtis. Keep it out of your mind. Think about the holiday you're going to go on. You're on a beach. You've got a pina colada. It's 32 degrees. You breathe in the sea air. There's hot sand between your toes. Ignore it. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the result. Too much needs to happen. Ignore it. Ignore it, please. They're going to VAR it. It's hit him on the arm anyway. It's hit him on the arm. Yeah, it doesn't even count. It actually doesn't count anyway. Oh, handball. It's so painful, this. I'm thinking about the Philly cheesesteak when I come to Philly. I can't enjoy this. I can't enjoy this. It just means you're the guy it just means you're the team that gets the most pain from losing. Finishing fourth, you can kind of say, well, we weren't in that anyway. We're just happy to get fourth like Villa. When you finish second, it's like, yo, you were top, and you didn't win the league. And you were top at some stage. Oh, Arsenal have scored. There we go. 2-1 to Arsenal. Damn, if that West Ham goal would have counted, could have done something, but it's over anyway. 2-1 to Arsenal. Havertz. It's going to be irrelevant, but at least they've done their job. I give them some credit. Win the game. That's all they could do today. So, if you don't laugh, you cry. We needed that West Ham goal to have counted, man. That could have changed everything for the last few minutes at the Etihad. But, yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Keepers all over the place. It's an awful ball. Ashley Young. Jesus, lovely touch. Finds Odegaard. Oh my, Odegaard, that is the luckiest pass I've ever seen. If he meant that, you are a genius. But it looks like you mishit the shot. But yeah. 2-1 Havertz. Oh, they're checking for handball anyway. What? Where's the handball? I don't get it. Oh, what's happening? He's being sent to the screen, man. I don't understand. I didn't even see that hit his arm. If it hit his arm, they're gonna disallow it because. Oh, come on, man. Ref, just only 5 minutes added on as well. Why is he looking at it so many times? It does hit his arm. He's turning his head. He's turning his head because he thinks he's gonna get kicked. What do you want him to do? Stand up and get studded? At least give us the win, man. Give us something to smile about. He doesn't even get the assist for the goal. Goal, yes, there we go. Michael Oliver feels sorry for us. Wow, I take that. I thought if you handballed it in the lead up to a goal, it had to be disallowed. Sean Dyche going crazy. What are you doing, mate? What the hell you think you're doing, Lino? He's handballed it. How are you going to give the goal? It's led to a goal. What are you doing? I've got 4 pints of diesel back there. I was going to give you one. What the hell are you doing? I'm never going to be able to eat glass tonight now you've given that goal. You've lost me my bonus. You're a joke, mate. You're an absolute joke. He's handballed it. Oh, dear. Pain, people. Arsenal pain. It's so difficult supporting this team, innit? So difficult. I don't know. What do you say? What do you say, eh? He gave us the goal out of sympathy. Ah. 5 minutes added on. We're a minute in. Even the players look sad, yeah. Here's Martinelli. Martinelli's been awful. I'm sorry. He just runs and just kicks the ball. Even here, where you going? All right, I take it back. You're unbelievable. Pick someone out, please. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's like ordering a pizza and the delivery guy makes it the best pizza you've ever had and he drops it at your front door on the floor. It's like, that's what Martinelli is doing. Even there, you've just tackled Declan. Don't even shout. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. No point shouting. It's over. You knew it was over. Just get on with it. Get on with it. Look ahead to the Euros, Copa America. I don't want nothing to do with this. Cello said Arteta is not the guy to take Arsenal to the next level. Are they giving Odegaard man of the match? Chelsea winning 2-1 against Bournemouth. Newcastle beating Brentford 4-2. Liverpool beating Wolves 2-0. Tottenham beating Sheffield United 3-0. Man City beating West Ham 3-1. Arsenal beating Everton 2-1. Man United will be finishing 8th. They will not be in Europe next season. Newcastle. Well, Man United can get in Europe actually if they win the FA Cup, but through the league they won't. If United lose the FA Cup final, Newcastle will be in the Conference League. Obviously, Luton have been relegated. Forest have picked up a win today. It might sound horrible, and some of you might think it sounds, I don't even know what the word is, maybe ungrateful. The manager, he's produced a team that is moving forward, but the constant falling short of the target is so difficult to take as an Arsenal fan. You know, it is so difficult. You know, it's just constantly missing out on it. You know, it's very hard. Cole said next season, been hearing that for 20 years, and that's it, Cole, honestly. Mohammed said it's mentality. We can't play under pressure. Sean Dyche said Roman instilled that mentality in me, which stay in me real life. Sacked Ancelotti, who came second. Due respect, you guys are losers. Winning is a habit. Sadly, so he's losing. Ashley Cole was right leaving. They are harsh words that I don't like. Gunnar Birdie said, big up Big CC unit business, rude boy. Disappointing end to the season. We need to spend well this transfer window. Diamande for Fafana and Isak is a must. I'm with you on that. HR, we need to take each game as a cup final next season. And TNM said, heartbreaking FC. Sad end to the season, man, to end trophyless. Can we get another goal? Gabriel Jesus, edge of the area. Pass, man. Odegaard, Rice is there. You haven't seen him. How long we got left? We're in the 5th minute. Michael Oliver really done us a favour giving us that goal, by the way. Everton on the break. Timber goes back. Timbers look bright, you know. It's good. It'd be interesting if he goes to the Euros. I can't believe the ref hasn't blown his whistle. I think because obviously there was another goal during the time added on. 4 in a row for Man City. Manchester City is full time. They are champions officially. They have won the Premier League for the 4th time in a row. Listen, they are that good. They are that good. And we weren't able to keep up with them in the end. Here's Martinelli. Can he score? Left foot. Oh, he puts it wide. Kind of sums up his game today. End product has not been there. City are champions. Just weren't there, was we? Them fine margins, people. Our game will be done once this goal kick is taken. Wasn't quite good enough. Snaz says, thanks for the streams, Curtis. It's a shame we don't get the points for the best streams, or we would have locked off the title a long time ago, 100%. Pitch invasion at Man City. All the fans are on the pitch. Players running off. Dylan said, this has not been a season to be happy about. Has been a season to be proud of. We took it to the end. Arsenal's finished. Full-time whistle for the last game of the season. Real disappointment. As I said, the headline for me is progress, yes, success, no. Congrats to City, 4 in a row. Season finishers for Arsenal. Progress, yes. Success, no. That's it. That's the tweet. Progress, yes. Success, no. What a flat end to the season, man. And listen, I know we all kind of turned up today expecting Manchester City to win the league. We didn't really think West Ham were going to beat them. But we had that little bit of hope. Listen, the one bit of credit I will give the team today, at least they won the game. They did all they could do, which was to win. Ground out of 2-1. And, you know, that's all they could do today. Progress gets you closer to success. Now we need to get over the line. Yeah, I agree with that. But, you know, we need to be ruthless this summer. I don't want to see Eddie Nketiah at Arsenal next season. I don't want to see these fringe players that aren't good enough. I know you're not going to have a squad of 21 world-class players. Cedric's going, El Nenny's going, cool. We need Nketiah out. We need to know why Fabio Vieira costs 35 million and hardly ever kicks a ball. Why does Smith Rowe hardly play? You keep him or you get rid of him. What's going on with Reece Nelson? 100 grand a week, 5 years. Doesn't even make the matchday squad most weeks. Havertz, he scored. Fair play to him. He got the winner. Arsenal need to buy a prolific goal scorer in the summer, regardless of him scoring goals in the second half of the season. We need a prolific striker to come in. We need a long-term midfielder to play next to Declan Rice. Partey has been decent the last month or so, but can he do that for 38 games? At the moment, probably not. So, listen, as I say, a lot of the frustration of today is not necessarily just aimed at Arteta. It's a build-up of the latter years of Arsene Wenger and what he was doing. Emery came in for 18 months. Baku was disappointing, missing out on top 4. Arteta's come in. We finished 8th. We finished 8th again. We should have got top 4. We finished 5th. We're 8 points clear. We finished 2nd. And then this season, top of the league, we finished 2nd. It feels like we are moving up the ladder, but just that final hurdle, we're not quite there, are we? And that's what we got to figure out. That's what we have to figure out this summer. I want to see the football club get ruthless. Go and get your transfers done early. Don't wait for the Euros and the Copa America. People's price tags will go up. And then, you know, the Arsenal squad, you got to let players go. Ramsdale will be interesting to see what he does now. He's on the pitch. Is he going to wave at the fans? They will do a lap of honour anyway, so I'm sure he'll be waving anyway, so we won't really know whether he's saying bye or not. They have won the league too much to even run away from fans storming the pitch at full time. Oh, in terms of Man City. Damage was done the week of Bayern and Villa. Can't be relying on favours. Yeah, you're right. Once we were relying on Tottenham and West Ham to win as a game, it was out the window, wasn't it? It was out the window. Like I said, for me, today is progress but not success. I can't call this a successful season. You can back the team and say, listen, well done, best defence in the Premier League. You've got 89 points, second highest in the club's history. You know, you have represented yourself in a way that you can hold your head high. There's no doubt about that. I'm not saying walk off the pitch in embarrassment. It's far from that. But it isn't enough. And Arteta even said it. He said, I can't celebrate finishing second. But if I say that on Twitter, they cry about it. Here's the Premier League table. Final Premier League of the season. Manchester United, 8th place, 60 points. Unless they win the FA Cup, they will miss out on Europe altogether next season. Massive backward step for United, considering they finished 3rd last season. Newcastle will get Conference League football if Manchester City beat Man United in the FA Cup final. If Man United win the Cup final, they will get Conference League. Newcastle will miss out. Chelsea have got a Europa League spot. Not a bad turnaround when you look at their form earlier in the season. They were shocking. Tottenham will be in the Conference League as well. Aston Villa are in the Champions League. I think they're going to the qualifiers, finishing 4th. Liverpool will be in the Champions League with Arne Slot, new manager. Arsenal, of course, 89 points, 91 goals, 29 goals conceded. under normal circumstances, you win the title with that, don't you? But this is not normal circumstances, and the club have to understand what we're up against. And the only way you're going to beat them is, instead of saying Man City are a juggernaut, we can't compete with them, you have to compete with them. Arsenal have to make 100 million plus in player sales this summer. When I say that, people think, what? How can you make 100? We can make 100 million. Get 30 million plus for Ramsdale. Get 20 million plus for Nketiah. You're halfway there already. You sell Lokonga, Tavares, Charlie Patino after their loans. Get a little bit of money for them. Then I think you've got to look at Fabio Vieira. You've got to look at Emile Smith-Rowe. You've got to look at Reece Nelson. I like Smith-Rowe. I'd want to keep him. But if you can upgrade him and you don't rate him because he doesn't play him, then you've got to sacrifice those players. You can get at least 50 million out of Lokonga, Tavares, Smith-Rowe and Nelson. So there's your 100 million. Maybe more than 100 million. And then the club have to go and spend 250, 300 million pounds. You can do that. We spent 227 million last year. We only made about 70 million from player sales. If you can make 120, maybe we can go and spend 270, 280. So it's sad. It's disappointing. I do feel flat. I do. I know I expected them to lose West Ham against Man City, but we all had that little bit of hope. We did. We wouldn't have watched the game if we thought it was hopeless. We all thought in the back of our minds, maybe. It went back to 2-1. It nearly got to 3-2. The goal was disallowed. But in the end, City were too good. City were not going to give up last game of the season. They just weren't, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to round up from there, people. Not a lot else to say. This title failure is all on Arteta. Enough said, Fitz. Sam said we need to establish clear targets here, Curtis. Arteta should get the players he wants. If he doesn't win anything next season, he should clear off, said Sam. Sports Genius says, Big C, people will call me a failure at life, but I'm proud of the team. We took it to the final day versus Pep, who has 40 trophies. Make no mistake, Pep is 10 times the manager Fergie was. I think that's very close, and I'll tell you the reason why. Pep never really loses his best player. Ferguson rebuilt team after team after team after team. He lost Cristiano Ronaldo at his prime to Real Madrid, still won the title. Bought Antonio Valencia and won the league. So, similar. I'd say Pep's a better coach. Maybe Ferguson's a better man-manager. F said, respect to Kai not celebrating his winner. He wanted the title. Elite mentality. He's grown on me, I can't lie. Jesus worry me, though. Just don't look the same. For the right price, I'd let Jesus go this summer. I would. That knee injury, for me, is not the same player. Vivek said, he said, thank you, City. Are you Arteta in or out? Listen, man. I'm at a point now, if you could get me a world-class manager, I would consider his job. But he'll get another year. He'll probably sign a new 3-year contract. I think no matter what you think of Arteta, one more year and he has to win something. If he doesn't, at the end of next season, I think there's absolutely no doubt he would have to go. Black said, Trossard and Havertz winners, Odegaard man of the match, best defence in the league, winning streaks all for nothing. And Richard said Arsenal fans will sing Havertz song and then start trying to banter Nicholas Jackson in the next sentence. Did he? I don't know how many Jackson scored. I know I think that was the 13th goal for Havertz today. Jackson got 14, so Jackson actually scored more than Havertz. But I suppose you could say Jackson's played all season up front. People, I am out of here. I will be back at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I will have a fan cam out in the next half an hour. Listen, Andrew, I said for me, you get me a world-class manager, we can have the conversation now. I've had enough of finishing second. It's painful. Winning streaks and best stats, if it doesn't lead to silverware, I accept it if you're Villa, if you're Newcastle, if you're, if they do something like that, you go, oh, that's brilliant. But Arsenal, we're built to win trophies. But listen, I want to thank the community. You guys do win trophies. Best community on YouTube. Absolute legends, all of you. Want to thank you for all of your support throughout the season. All your comments, all the likes, all of the super chats, everything. Giving up your time is the most important thing. Really appreciate your support. I will be back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. I don't know what I'm going to call the show, but it's going to be a sad show. But we've just got to, we'll be looking back. We'll be looking forward. We'll do press conference reaction and all of that. I'm tired. I'm going to be honest. I need a break. I need a break from Arsenal. They're draining. They're the only team that could be this good and still somehow make you exhausted watching them. Thank you very much for your support. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Maybe next season, eh? Take care, everyone. Bless.